Welcome back to AFTV, everyone. Kickoff's in about 15 minutes exactly. We will see how Arsenal, bounce back, bounce on.
Continue to bounce.
Keep the momentum going.
Keep bouncing.
Man said bounce on.
No, I just
keep up the momentum.
Continue to bounce.
Yeah. Anyone else want to host the stream? I fumbled it. That's like 1-0 down inside 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? That's that kind of level of hosting. But anyway, welcome everyone. Arsenal are facing Forest tonight, as you'll all know. We've gone through the starting 11. Let's remind you of it. The surprise inclusion. Actually, did I say one real surprise inclusion? Two potential surprise inclusions. Raya keeps his place in goal with White, Saliba, Gabriel and Zinchenko in the back four. Smith Rowe comes in for Havertz alongside Rice and Ødegaard, and completing what is an exciting 11 is Martinelli on the left in for Trossard with Jesus and Saka keeping their place. We've had half an hour, 40 minutes or so to digest it all. We're all happy, right?
Yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah. Like you said, exciting 11. The easy thing to do, like I said on the starting 11, would be to kind of sit in, try go for a 1 or 2-0, maybe start Jorginho, but he's going for it, starting Smith Rowe, deserves a chance. I also just saw, did you see Pires? Just before all the players were going off and Robert Pires was there for some reason.
He's with the group, is he?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, bring in a legend, try and get them morale up a bit. But yeah, exciting 11.
Our quest for depth for Saka is well and truly getting desperate, although did he ever play on the right? I know he was a left player, but did he ever play on the right? No?
Not that I mean,
no.
Not that I remember. No.
I remember the era where wingers could just swap, but it feels like even now they're more specialised than ever before. But
he was like the first to goal scoring winger, I'd say.
Yeah.
And he done it from a real
4-4-2.
Yeah.
Proper.
Essentially, yeah.
Fair enough. They were just pointing out on the TV set pieces. Forest being really weak for them. We had a great super chat. I think it was Abdullah who sent it in, talking about, we are the side that have conceded from the most set pieces. Forest have conceded from the most as well. I really like this about Arsenal. I think this is a really good thing we've added to our game in the last couple of years. I think since Mikel Arteta's come in, in terms of getting us all the way there, sure there are still questions, but I do think we've improved defensively. He's actually signed number 6s, where we seem to go a decade without signing a proper one. And set piece is something that he's tried to legitimately take on and improve. I think we've had two coaches on that team. It was Nicolas Iova. There was another guy who I think was former Brentford, whose name I'm forgetting now, who was only here around a year. So it's a good thing, Tammy, that we're actually taking that seriously, and who knows, it might be a secret weapon for us today. But
things like that show good innovation by the manager.
I think it's nice to sit and watch a game and not be on the edge of my seat every time the opposition has a ball in the box. I trust our back four, which is a nice feeling. Mm-hmm. And I've never really thought Arsenal are good at set plays until maybe the last year. So it's nice that we're taking on criticism and working on the stuff we're not so great at.
Yeah. What do you think, Turkish? Something you care about Arsenal improving massively on? Or?
No, I care, especially this season, because it's the reason we're still in with a shout or hope for the title. It's just unfortunate that it's not something we've added on top of what we was doing last season, because if it was, I think we'd be clear this season.
We weren't bad last season though from them.
No, we wasn't bad, but we've built further. I think the numbers will
the numbers are better this year.
Yeah.
I think anyway, from what I've seen.
You've got to remember as well that football's a relatively low scoring sport.
Yeah.
So it's fine margins in it. So if you can get yourself a competitive edge by bringing in somebody that can improve that area, shows good innovation by the manager, to be honest. So,
Agree. Christian, Smith Rowe does start. We've talked about it. We talked about just the kind of now or never feeling that there is. Certainly from me, some people might disagree. How's Smith Rowe fitting into this? Do you think he's stepping onto that pitch today going, finally, I'm excited. I've been wanting to get this opportunity, and he did start the Sheffield United game. We won 5-0, but that was again with quite a lot of changes to the team, and Ødegaard wasn't in there. It was Havertz in the midfield with him. This feels like a really fresh opportunity for him. Yeah,
it is, and I hope he takes it. I think before the injuries kind of started, and he was cemented. He was one of the first names on the team sheet at one point. Him and Saka, obviously the song came about. Like I said on the starting 11, I know I'm repeating myself a little bit, but from what we see, it seems like the only reason he hasn't been in the team is because of the injuries and because he hasn't then got back to the level he was at before the injuries.
But did the team evolve tactically as well beyond him a little bit, do you think?
Yeah, but because he wasn't in it. I like to think that if he was in it and he was fit, he would have evolved with the team.
Yeah,
because it's not like Saka came out and was replaced. It's not like, do you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
These players evolved with the new style that we were playing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, putting Xhaka in that left 8 was always the plan, and Smith Rowe kind of wasn't good enough for it. And maybe it has been training him to be good enough to play there. Because before he was playing in the 10, right? And we don't really play with a 10 anymore.
No,
kind of Odegaard plays in the right 8, kind of drifts into that position, and Havertz drifts into that position as well. So, yeah, maybe he's been learning that role. But either way, I hope he takes his chance. I hope he's now up to the level. I hope his fitness is there. What I would hate to see is him come in, maybe play 20 minutes, get an injury. Do you know what I mean? That would be the worst nightmare for him. So, yeah, I hope he has a good performance tonight.
A lot of people have pointed out that the role shouldn't actually be that different for him in possession, because when he did have that run of the team, when it was Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Saka behind Lacazette, Aubameyang, whoever it was, you know, like, for example, when he got the goal in the North London derby at home with the Saka cutback, like, those are the areas that he'll probably get into anyway. What I mean is, yes, on paper he's a left winger, but in possession he was always tucked inside. Tierney and Tavares, remember that? They'd be right high up the pitch, and so you still got that shape of the 4 kind of behind the striker, and Smith Rowe would be more tucked in. Where it's different now is Martinelli's the winger just holding that position. Smith Rowe drops and moves forward, so Zinchenko can invert and take up that space where Xhaka would have been in those early Smith Rowe years. So it shouldn't really be that different for him on the ball. It's just a thing about understanding what you do when you lose it, dropping into possession, because I think it's a little bit easier to lose the ball and then retreat to the left wing, you know, track your fullback kind of thing. Now it's you lose the ball, who are you picking up on the press? Are you being covered? Do you know when Odegaard's gone and you cover? Do you know when it's the other way around? And those may be the intricacies that you need to pick up. That's hard to do when you're not on the pitch to do it and form that kind of muscle memory, because he's been injured as well.
But he has a head start because he has heart. What do
you mean by that? I agree, but I'm just curious what you mean.
He loves the club, and when he's out there, he gives it his all, in the sense that he's lost the ball many times for Arsenal, but I've seen him try and recover the ball back. I've seen him cover for players defensively. I've seen him help stop counter-attacks. I've seen him do that side of the game. Because I know he loves the club, because I know he probably knows now that this is make or break for him, let's be real. You know, there was high hopes for him. I thought he would make it, but unfortunately injuries have hampered that progress. So it is now make or break. I'm sure he knows that, because it was a long time ago now that he was crying about the injury. There's been further injuries since he was crying about it. And to be at a stage where he was tearing up about it in public on that pitch.
There was one game where he got injured in the warm-up.
Yeah, it must be hampering you mentally. So now you've gone through another year and a half nearly. It was last season early on.
Yeah.
It was last season early on, so it was a long time ago now. And he's had injuries since then, or setbacks since then. So hopefully mentally, this start will give him the belief that's necessary to
I'm just
kick
wondering,
on. And we get a good performance out of him. I'm going to say he'll get a goal today or an assist.
Yeah, he'll get a goal today, obviously. I'll get a goal. I'm happy for him, first and foremost, but you just wonder how long it will go on for. Is it just a little moment, or is he going to keep the shirt for a couple of games? I guess we'll have to see.
If he performs, there's no reason to not, because when you compare it to who he's come on for, this, like we said earlier, the bar isn't that high. So I have faith in him. He gets a goal, he gets an assist. I reckon he could potentially start on Sunday.
I want to see Arteta as well. Like, it doesn't have to be, Smith Rowe starts today, and now, listen, I think he deserves a run in this team. But if he thinks come the weekend Jorginho and Rice is better because we're facing Liverpool, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying between now and the end of the season, I want to see that Smith Rowe's given a real fair shot. We're not playing Liverpool every weekend. So can we see, if he doesn't start, he actually gets 30 minutes on the pitch. If he does start, you're seeing him around the players he can play well with. And when there are oppositions that we feel we should beat, we're playing a team we haven't beaten in 3 trips to Forest, admittedly, but the feeling is we should do the job. You know, I'm glad he's getting the start. That, for me, is an actual show of belief. Not we're 3-0 up against Palace, so I'm going to bring you on, like you mentioned. So this is good. Like I'm excited to see. We're excited to see what Smith Rowe's all about. Martinelli comes back in. He scored 2 goals in the space of what was it, the 94th and 95th minute against Palace. You know, and 2 great finishes. I mean, one was, for me, the second one should have buried it and did. The second one, I gave that finish a lot of credit. I just thought the angle was that bit tighter. So he's kind of come on, had an impact. and I'm sure it's not just a 20-minute impact. I think that's one in his place. I think Mikel Arteta must be looking at what he's been doing in training, I imagine, but also wanted to take him out of the team a little bit and build into that.
I think he deserves to start today, given how he played in that last game, and I hope he continues today to play like that and almost prove Arteta right, because he had a little bit of a dip earlier in the season, and I'd like to see the Martinelli we all kind of know and love back.
Yeah, we need him. We need him.
Yeah, we do.
100%. If we have any hope to overtake Liverpool City come game week 38, then Martinelli will be key to that. Yeah. Because the goals need to pick up. And look, I've said before, Martinelli's probably my favourite of the lot. Not that's. I still like a lot of the players.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah. Funny you say that, but let's say about that. I wonder.
You cap hard for Martinelli.
Tammy ain't even here much yet. She even knows.
I know.
You cap hard for Martinelli. There's nothing wrong with it, but you do.
I don't cap hard. I said I'm most disappointed about him.
You like him a lot.
I don't think cap should be used in this.
I said I'm most disappointed about him. That's not capping.
No, bro, you do cap hard for him. But hey, it is what it is, bro.
He's still saying it. Listen, bro, you're lucky that clip's not ready now about the whole selling Jesus and keeping everything, because we would bang that out now
cap hard for him. But hey,
before the kickoff starts. But yeah, I'm Martinelli before I was rudely interrupted. He needs to kick on because I'm most disappointed with him this season in terms of output. So hopefully, I'm looking 17 games to go. I'm looking at 9-10 more goals from him.
Fair enough.
I'd like to see that. Yeah, I think we've seen the best of Martinelli in terms of a lot of his link-up play, a lot of his build-up play, getting into good areas, but I don't think we've seen anywhere near his best in terms of end product. I don't know if you saw his Instagram post, but he put, after the 2 goals, he put R1 plus circle.
Oh, yeah.
As in the finesse finish. So, I want to see some more R1 plus circle tonight, man.
Yeah, I hear it.
Put it in the corner.
Let me ask you, Christian, as well. How much of the decision to play Martinelli is based on the fact that Smith Rowe's playing? Now, not begrudging, that's harsh. Like, I dare say, while Havertz wasn't great against Palace, we talked about that, there's definitely, we saw it against Barcelona in pre-season, there's definitely like an interchangeability about Jesus, Trossard and Havertz when it's the 3, because they can just move around. Havertz can move up front, Jesus can come around Trossard. We saw not a lot of it against Palace, admittedly, but fair amount, a little bit. You could tell that they had maybe a better understanding, certainly than Havertz and Martinelli have all season. Smith Rowe coming in, it makes more sense to, being a combination player, have him around a Martinelli who can get in behind and make use of the fact that Smith Rowe is a bit more naturally creative. Are those selections dependent on one another, do you think? Yeah,
in my opinion, I would say, if I was Arteta, I'd say to Smith Rowe tonight, play almost as a left centre forward. I want to see you in between the space of the right centre back and the right back. And I want you to drag those players around as much as possible, drop deep, try and get in behind. The more you drop deep, the more you open up for Martinelli. And I think he's got the energy to do that more than Havertz does. I think when Havertz drops deep, it's so easy to get tight to him and make him play it back. Whereas I think a Smith Rowe, if he drops, and he gives the ball to Rice, I think him spinning in behind to the space that Martinelli's opening up, or Martinelli spinning in behind, is so much more effective than a Havertz, because Havertz can't spin. Havertz passes the ball and it takes him 10 minutes to turn. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think.
Guy's not even starting.
No, but I have to be real. I have to. Like, he doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have the agility. He can play a nice flick here and there, but in terms of what Smith Rowe can bring, we see all these goals where he's arriving late into the box. I don't see that from Havertz. I think in terms of opening up space for Martinelli, he could be key.
We're about to kick off any minute now. Laura, just very quickly, the Forest danger man, because look, the one thing we'll say is whatever troubles they've got, and they have obviously picked up some good results recently, Newcastle, Man United, they've got some really talented players.
Yeah, they have, yeah. Like I was saying earlier, I like Gibbs-White, good player. I'm surprised that Hudson-Odoi's not starting, because he's done well for Forest. But Elanga, is Elanga starting today?
No.
I didn't hear his name. That's a big miss for them.
No, it's Dominguez.
Is he on the bench in Elanga?
Yeah.
And Nico Williams are the 2. So Elanga.
So that suggests that maybe Forest might be a bit more defensive-minded.
This is weird. It doesn't feel like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's strange.
It does feel strange, but that's what a couple of weeks out from football can do.
Yeah, it is.
This is our 3rd game in January. It's January 30th.
After December, how we had
in 2 days.
so many games.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And that also means it's deadline day in a few days.
Yeah.
And Smith Rowe got an early touch, but Martinelli loses it. In fairness, a lot of players around him, gives away a foul. Danilo playing in the heart of midfield for Forest as well. Can I keep a close eye on him? Because Forest fans we were chatting to, before we did box to box and stuff, were saying that he was brilliant last season when he came in, because then they signed him in January. But this season maybe hasn't been quite up to that level. So really interested to see how he does. And there's Odegaard winning the ball back, which is great. Oh, and
That's a strange pass.
just smashes it at Martinelli, but has done well to keep hold of it. And here's Jesus on the ball. Has this kit grown on anyone? I think we've given it enough time.
No.
No?
When everyone hated it, I loved it because I said it's only because you guys can't pull it off.
Do you love it?
I like it.
Going from this to that.
No, that's always
It's
going to be my
mental.
favourite, but I think it's different.
Laurie? Always loved
He's
it.
wearing it, he's repping it.
They must have
It's,
sacked every
you've
single
got to have
person
the
who designed
right
this kit.
look for it.
not
You know
that
what I mean? Not
bad.
everybody can pull this off.
I agree, Laurie.
I don't understand.
I agree.
Like the lines don't even end. They don't even match up. Like I don't get
This
it.
one's a lot better though.
Saka
Yeah,
on the
this
ball
is
now.
understated.
this is lovely.
Yeah.
Into Zinchenko, good
But
position.
you are right, it doesn't match up to the black one. But I do, it has grown on me. as you
This is probably my
guessed.
favourite Arsenal away kit, maybe ever.
That and the
Yeah,
pink,
that-
those
the
the
black
pink
and
one's
gold
my
kit's lovely.
I
favourite.
saw a thing about the pink. Apparently, we only played
Twice.
Not many.
twice in the pink kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I bought it.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, felt totally ripped off.
It's a nice
but
kit
there you
though. Saliba scored the left-footed goal against
Amazing
Bournemouth,
kit.
didn't he?
I
Why
think
do you
that's one
feel totally ripped off though?
go. They wore it twice.
But what was the games we wore in?
Bournemouth away and Palace away.
To be honest with you, I can't lie to you. That makes the kit rarer. So in the future, it's a lot more
The valley goes
sought
up.
after. Yeah.
Have you got
Well,
someone
then
on
in
the back?
that case, I feel great about it.
Have you got a name on the back?
No. Nameless. No, I love that kit though. Right, but I honestly think that's one of the nicest kits we've ever had. I love
the
that
pink
kit.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
last year's selection of 3 is probably the best selection of 3 I've seen us have for a long time.
I'd agree.
And
Emirates
even-
era, 100%.
Even the home kit was nice and simple.
Yeah.
The training tops have been good as well.
Yeah. So a couple early things. Jesus has picked up the ball on the left a lot more
Yeah.
than Martinelli in these first, what we played 3 minutes. Jesus picked up the ball on the left a lot, so lots of interchange, which we like to see. But I wonder if this is going to be a tactic for a lot of the game. But let's see. There's a great super chat coming from Crosstech. Says, do you think Zinchenko's performance will impact what Smith Rowe can accomplish tonight? Who wants to take that one?
Say that again.
Will Zinchenko's performance impact what Smith Rowe does tonight?
I feel like everyone
In a
knows
way.
how I feel about Zinchenko.
I think
it does.
He's going to allow Smith Rowe more freedom. Because if he comes into the midfield, almost into the left, centre mid, left 8, whatever you want to say, it allows Smith Rowe to get forward more. So yeah, if Zinny has a good performance, I think Smith Rowe will have to do less defensively as well.
And they've lost the ball here, and here's Odegaard. And he's gone for the underlap to Smith Rowe, but he should have
unlucky.
pulled it back to Martinelli on the edge. And that's a really good example of Odegaard just doing a bit too much there.
Yeah, man.
If he looked up, there was a really simple ball
Easy,
across.
the easy
Yeah.
ball, right?
Just go
I thought it
across
was
to
the
Martinelli.
option was okay, he just didn't execute, he overhit the ball. Because Smith Rowe made a
He's
good
taking
run.
them away from goal with the pass. Like,
That's the
really,
thing.
you're in a position where 2 men are running into the box.
He made his decision.
You're
to
our creative outlet. Either get it to one of them on the run, or take a shot yourself.
Yeah, that was disappointed that from Odegaard, but hey ho, early in the game.
What do you think about that?
Oh, what? Sorry,
The Zinny.
Yeah, I
opening up
think it
Smith Rowe?
totally impacts because Smith Rowe's positions that he's going to pick up are only good if Zinchenko can execute the pass into him. There were passes that Zinchenko played into Xhaka last year that I never thought were on. I remember that Newcastle game, that's the one everyone talks about, the home game against Newcastle, where Zinny was just threading it through the lines, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, these passes aren't on, how's he doing it? Well, they are on, but you just think, you better get this right, because you get, and he got it right every single time. And that's he can make Smith
It's good
Rowe
play by
get into
Forrest
great
there, huh?
areas.
That's good play.
Yeah, Chris Wood there, but Ben White sweeps up.
That was
Yeah.
a really interesting stat that just came up on screen as well. That Forest are the top. They scored 6 goals in the first 10 minutes, as in the highest scoring team to score in the first 10 minutes.
What
this
games
season.
this season?
Yeah.
Wow.
In the first 10
Through the
minutes,
last
yeah.
10 then.
Damn, who'd have thought that?
Yeah,
It's a
I
great
wouldn't
stat.
have.
I think they
All
got
goes-
2 against United in the first 10, isn't it?
Yeah,
Didn't they?
away.
Yeah.
And then they lost 3-2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
That was
true.
when Awoniyi. How do you say that? Awoniyi.
Awoniyi, yeah.
Yeah.
Gabriel marshalling the defence. And they have a throw in with Montiel, World Cup winning Montiel, as we mentioned earlier, on the starting 11 show. Remember, download the AFTV Plus app, everyone. You can have your say at full time on the full time show. Win, lose, or draw will be there. Hopefully, we're talking about a win. 5 minutes in, Arsenal have played football in the right areas, is all I'd say. And there's Smith Rowe winning the ball back. Nice. There we go. Those are the defensive stats I want to see if he has an average performance. I want to be told that his positioning was superb. A lot of the chat was filled with that, you know, he can't defend, he can't defend. It's like, alright, I don't really think we've seen many opportunities to really know that. Saka gives the ball away. But to be fair, I actually think that the 1-2 was there.
Oh.
And they're working hard in the midfield, try to win it back. Here's Gibbs White on the ball. Where was Gibbs White? Was he at Wolves? Who was he? Where was he a youngster? Was he a Tottenham youngster? No, Wolves youngster. He was never at Tottenham.
No.
Yeah, he's worked with Nuno before at Wolves.
I see.
So he's, when Nuno took over the job, he gave the captaincy to Gibbs White.
I don't know why I thought. I don't know, maybe he'd linked with Tottenham or something. Then I would retreat into a bit of shape, which you can imagine. There's Smith Rowe dropping. It looks like he's sort of getting nearer to Rice, whereas Odegaard is still pressing the front two.
Oh, nice,
Saka. Been asked to do a lot of work, but he's doing it.
Nice.
He's one-on-one.
Yeah,
Toffolo gets back from Maria. Here's Odegaard. Finds Zinchenko. And they're moving forwards, Arsenal. And they get the ball out to Martinelli. Take on your fullback. Let's see what you can do. I don't mind if you lose it. But it'll go. Goes back to Zinny. Zinny crosses towards the back post where Saka was. And to be fair, they made a mess of clearing it, Forest. And Arsenal maintain the pressure. That's good. That's good, sustaining
brilliant
the pressure.
from Saka to get out like that.
Yeah.
Got the ball at right back, ran that whole pitch.
I mean, no one was really pressing him either. They gave him a lot of room.
I don't think they knew he was just going to go.
Yeah.
Thought he's going to cut back at some point, isn't it?
Here's Odegaard. Into Saliba. Anyone got sort of any real thoughts for tomorrow's game as well? Liverpool-Chelsea?
It's a home game for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't often beat Chelsea, do they? I think it
draws.
was like 6 draws or 7 draws in a row or something.
So what, we all hopeful, are we?
Well, Chelsea in good form as well.
For her, I mean, yeah, that's true, but first Premier League game since the clock news.
I wouldn't mind if they lose going into our game as well, because they would have had a little bit of a hit in confidence.
Lose. I'm desperate for Liverpool to just keep dropping points. Here's Zinny now. And this is what I mean, good rotation. Zinny's wide, so Martinelli's a bit more tucked in there. That's good, but if we're going to keep moving around like this, let's find options. Here's Smith Rowe now.
What's that red thing on the pitch? It's annoying me.
Yeah, it's annoying me too. What is it?
Is it a bit of tape or something?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, sometimes they rip off the tape on their socks. Gabriel, lots of possession.
I don't know if it's too soon to say this, but I do feel like we're quite calm on the ball. And I think we're just waiting for the right moment. Well, instead of
But
just
Forest,
attacking.
they'll be happy for
With
it to
that,
be like
yeah.
this. They just sit and wait for the counters.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Rice kept that alive.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Beautiful.
Lovely one too. Here's
Great
Saka. Tries to pull it back. Smith Rowe was there on the edge.
Who was that? Ben White?
Yeah, Ben White played the ball to
beautiful.
Saka. That was good thinking. Quick thinking from the both of them to make the run and make the pass. And Arsenal made a bit of pressure. We needed that because everything was all a bit sideways there for a sec.
Yeah.
Started good though.
Yeah, solid start. Arsenal building again.
Just need to get a shot or two off and start testing the keeper because everything else has happened. Like,
Yeah, there's no point keeping 80% possession and then not actually taking any shots.
Here's Zinny. Back into Gabriel. Arteta Ballers a super chat. Best friends with Turkish says, fun fact, for the 23-24 season, Arsenal are the team that travelled the least amount of miles in total games, 2,139 miles. Newcastle the most with 4,327. Fair enough.
Go first set piece of the game.
No excuses.
Crazy stat.
No excuses.
Saka looks on it.
Yeah, couple good runs, couple very good runs early on.
First set piece, let's see what we can do.
Got a set piece here. It was the Palace game where it took us all a little bit by surprise seeing Declan Rice take the corner, although it was from the other corner, going for the in-swingers. Be interested to see if we target something similar again to the back post. Worked against Palace. Was that just for that game, or is that looks like something we're going to do more frequently? Ball into the box from Saka.
Nice ball in as well.
Turner gets a hand to it.
Because there was the blocking in
We
that
didn't
game.
have enough
Trossard,
bodies
didn't
in
it?
that. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
we all went forward a bit too much.
I think they were trying to run forward and then sweep it round the back, like put the ball over it. Like that's what I think they were trying to do, but
Turner
I don't know.
Even
I'm
with one
encouraged that the
mandate,
delivery was
Yeah.
good for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delivery was good. He's White on the ball. Forest in a decent shape.
Yeah, I was looking at that. They keep their shape well, which is what I was saying that they're obviously working on that. That's typical Nuno, though, isn't it? He's very much about stuff like that, defending well.
Yeah, well, he's his Wolves side. I have to give him credit, right? His Wolves side were good. Like I did always think that trip to Molineux's a proper handful, and a lot of teams fell playing that Wolves side. Their counter attack with where all the players had Pedro. And
Yeah, that's what Nuno's teams have traditionally been doing.
and then there were loads of them.
He's quite a pragmatic
brilliant.
manager, very systems based, and then they got a bit of speed up top.
Yeah,
Which was why I was slightly surprised that Elanga didn't start, because he's rapid. I do expect him to come on at some point.
I think he's coming back from injury or something though. Him and Awoniyi. Or did Awoniyi go to AFCON?
No, he's been out for a while.
He's been injured, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know he definitely has had an
Awoniyi.
injury.
No, he's on the subs bench today.
Arsenal.
Owen.
Smith Rowe back into Rice.
If Havertz does that, I'm vexed.
Yeah,
That's what. I'm,
It's Smith Rowe's what you're going to allow him.
yeah. Football's funny like that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Saka. I don't mean Saka's looking quite sharp.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
Jesus into Saka. Now Odegaard's there. Good block. Is Jesus offside?
Nah.
It could be.
No. Well, let's see. And also, if we score from this, I'm interested to see how far back they'd go. Smith, Odegaard showing off that little skill he's unlocked in recent weeks. But gives the ball away.
It's good though.
Yeah. A couple nice passes.
I don't
to
know if
unlock
that
for
touch
us.
was intentional, but if it was great. In the
Which
box.
one?
In the box. I think Saka's touch.
Oh,
Back.
into
little layoff.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
Gabriel. Into Saliba. I've heard that in a while, have we?
Started the game very well though. Penned them back.
We look strong.
Yeah.
Opportunities. No real chances yet, but
There you go. There you go.
There's a gap.
Nice. It's a big gap.
Oh, that's nice. It's Smith Rowe, who puts it across the box and it's gone over the bar.
Jesus.
Jesus. Good run from Smith Rowe. Really good
lucky,
football
man.
from
Yes.
Zinchenko, Martinelli and Smith Rowe.
Lucky man.
But what's going on here? So Martinelli rolls inside to Zinchenko. It's a lovely ball.
Great ball.
Look at that. Smith Rowe in that
Oh, it's a
position.
corner. So Jesus didn't get to it. It was
it hit the knee of the.
Maria did well actually just to deflect that away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's so lucky that's not gone in though.
Okay, and it is Declan Rice back on
Nice.
corners. Yeah, good football from Arsenal. I like that. See, you see what you were just saying about Zinchenko finding that pass.
Yeah.
There are a lot of players there, a lot of lingering kind
He
of.
waited for it as well. I thought it was gone.
The timing.
Go ahead,
was-
Ryan.
yeah,
Through
it
the
was
tiniest
timing.
little gap.
Yeah,
That's brilliant, man.
good stuff. Good run from Smith Rowe. And they've gone short for this one. Odegaard back into Rice. And he's pulled it onto the edge to Saka, who's going to have a shot. It's blocked. Not sure about that routine then. I
Definitely not sure about that.
What were we hoping?
No,
for?
the
Saka-
routine was
box.
alright. Saka just took too long to get a shot.
The routine was to give it to Saka to shoot. Why would that ever be the plan?
30-yard shot.
30 yards with every single player in the
Up against
box.
the team that concede the most, but there we go. Saka does well. That
Good
run
with
from
that.
White opens some space. Was that a handball? I think some have called for it, but White's offside. Should have known that as well.
Weird corner, man.
Very weird. When you consider our record from
Yeah.
set pieces this season, you'd think you'd get it in
Well,
there.
I think they're obviously trying out different things. I think
Yeah.
the idea was good. Saka, the execution, he took too long to get the shot off.
Wow.
Made it easy to get
I don't
blocked.
think the idea was good, if
No.
I'm honest.
I think you can afford to try new things when you're like 5-0 up, but can we just get a good goal early on and just settle a little bit?
Mikel looked very
Angry?
What's up with Turner? Is he injured?
stern, let's say. He was very much, I know he's giving instructions with a lot of like, it's something you could tell, we couldn't hear anything, but you know, there's sometimes a little bit behind it. Matt Turner, was it his knee? Glove? Hand?
His hand,
His
yeah.
glove. His glove. Something wrong.
Poor glove.
Gloves injured
His gloves are big.
out for
Poor
6
glove.
weeks.
Don't be injured, Matt.
Oh man. Yeah, Matt Turner is.
They're not getting it doesn't look like another keeper's getting ready. What is it? Just a
Maybe a hand thing. He just doesn't want to play against his former club.
He can't do it.
Arsenal through and through.
How much did we sell him for? Like 7 million or something.
I tell myself it's 10. I don't know if it was.
I don't even know if we got 7 out of it.
We're not.
I'm not sure.
I think.
Sure. I'd be surprised if it was 7. We got less for Leno, innit?
We didn't get a lot for Leno at
Leno
all.
was like 4 million plus 2 if they stay up,
Leno
plus
a
2
lot.
if they stay up again.
Come on, what much weight Marlon Harewood's put on this. Seen that on the screen. His face looks double the size.
Turner with the kick down the pitch. And here's Ben White doing some defending. Good clearance, really good clearance. But Jesus bullied off it a little bit there. White wins the header again. Good start from Ben White.
It's got a bit scrappy now, though. We need to get back down. And 16 minutes has flown by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're happy with the start?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I am happy, but
We need to.
we need a goal. In the, like,
to at least
there's-
have a shot on
it's only a
target,
matter of
like.
time when Forest might pick up. They might get a fast break. We might do something sloppy in the back, and if we'd scored a little bit, or now, we'd be a little bit more comfortable. So I would like to see a goal soon.
Yeah. It's Saliba. I think the ticks for me are composure and possession, not allowing Forest kind of like an early fast start. Some nice rotations and movement, but yeah, let's now up the intensity as we hit 20 minutes. Let's go, cool. We've settled in. That's nice. See, I love that pass. Here's Jesus.
Oh,
He's offside. Oh, come on.
He needs to work on it, man. Against Palace, I don't think I've ever seen a player offside more.
And I want to say fair play. You're actually leading the line, but
Yeah. It's the space, though. If you see Smith Rowe dropping,
the linesman's
Pulling the centre-back
guess,
out.
Man. The linesman
Yeah,
is
linesman
guess.
guess.
it's tight.
That kind of decision really annoys me because I know people are going to go, but he was offside. Like me, he's back to goal. Like I don't know. Listen, he is offside, so what am I complaining about?
It's good movement, though.
I don't know. I feel like he's guessed a bit there. And now ball over the top, but Saliba. Oh, he's got
bit
that wrong
casual
there.
Very
Take
well.
the touch into Wood.
He was a bit
Here's
casual.
Dominguez.
Just
but
won it back, though.
he
Well done.
makes up for it. Well done, Saliba. Goes wide to Jesus, who's popping up everywhere at the moment. Jesus, just Saka, brilliant.
Oh,
There's a lovely touch into Jesus. And
It was a little reminder for Saliba there not to be too complacent because Chris Woods was breathing down his neck there.
I don't think he
Experience.
quite knew what to do.
No,
Maria's come flying in.
he's quite a physical guy for Mario.
Who?
Maria,
Yeah,
big
Yeah,
strong.
he's getting stuck in early.
come on, man. Let's give Turner something to think about now, though, man.
Yep.
A minute ago you were saying that word had started.
Yeah, because he's coming up to 20 minutes now. I mean, I
Your patience is running out. We haven't had a shot on target
just
yet.
want a shot.
Yeah,
Just,
we've had 2 shots but none on target.
Is that right? We've had 2 shots. Oh, we had 2 shots.
Yeah, but none of them on target.
Header goes long. Here's Saka. Lovely into Ben White.
Oh,
but he's overrun it.
Wait ages. 2 shots. What 2 shots?
What's what the stats say? I'm
Was
filling
one from
in
a
for
corner?
Frank.
And
block
one was
shot.
that.
Oh, block shots. Odegaard shot maybe.
Okay,
and
block
Oh,
shot.
yeah,
Saka
the
shot.
was blocked, innit?
But if they're not on target, then it doesn't really say much, to be honest with you.
Ref. His hands all over him. Like so blatant. I don't know, man. Actually, that's been the one. Do you know the one refreshing thing about January is not having to speak about the PGML and referees all month. It's the one thing.
Yeah.
It might have been the longest month of all time, but yeah, that's been quite nice. Here's Gabriel into Saliba. Come on, can we up it? And now
Yeah,
there's
let's up the
Odegaard
ante.
getting into those pockets again. He's dropping a little bit deeper in build up, and there's Zinny holding the width. So can we do something with that a little bit? Can we mix it up? Put him out of position. Here's Zinchenko, wide to Martinelli. A lot of the same pass, the same movement. Can Arsenal go up the gears a little bit?
If you look at the screen there, you see how well Forest keeping their shape.
Yeah.
So
It's like a unit.
you have to try and get in behind them.
71% possession for Arsenal.
I mean, if you're Nuno, you'll be happy with this
Yeah.
because we got the ball, but we're not really penetrating.
Switch is on, man.
Here's Gabriel.
Sometimes just a good old-fashioned ball up there, man, create a bit of havoc.
I'll tell you what does cause havoc though, is actually, is that Luton 2 up?
Yeah.
Against
Yeah.
Brighton, 3 minutes.
After 3 minutes?
Yeah, what causes havoc?
Just a player dribbling, just going, I'm going to run at you.
Yeah.
And even if you're fouled, you know, hopefully your team are supporting you and pick up the second ball. Like, just, that's nice. I like that. Just moments like that, I just think can just make...
I agree. Sometimes, you know what I mean, you can be a bit too easy to defend
Corners
against.
in the box. We might have won a corner here unless they
Kept it on.
kept
We
it
look
on.
like a team that's got a game plan. We know how we're going to play, and we're not going to change what we're going to do. If that makes sense.
It almost looks a bit too composed though.
A little bit.
Like we have so much control that we're almost just not creating the opportunities by making a run or making, you know, dribbling towards.
Yeah.
We're just passing it around the back. It's very comfortable.
It's not a bad start, but it looks
Yeah.
like we know what patterns we want to play.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Have a shot. Have a shot.
That was a crap shot. But Odegaard gets the ball.
No, but you know what? I'd rather him do that
Yeah, I
than
agree, I
just
agree.
dribble aimlessly.
we were just
You know
talking
what I
about
mean? It's
causing
gotta be-
havoc. He's just done that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
dribbled past a player and the game opened up.
Go on. Oh, yeah.
I tried to keep that alive. Well, Smith Rowe, working hard.
fucking hell, he's in.
Bodied off it like prime
that's-
Coquelin. But
That was good by Gibbs work there, I've got to say.
and Wood tries to get a shot away, but Zinny gets
take
back.
that.
That's good.
Nice.
Can't see it.
Well done, Jesus.
Beautiful.
It's good play, man.
Well
Because
done.
if he'd have lost it there, I would have been on his case. That's well played.
Again, why did that need to go back?
Yeah, we're building a
that
little
did
bit
not.
slow.
That
Moving
did
forward, like, can you just play it into his feet and go? It feels like we always want to reset when we get the ball.
Yeah,
We
it's
wanna
the
whack
reset.
problem,
It's
man.
the over composure.
Okay,
but
there you go.
There we go.
That's
It
a
is
great ball.
Yeah.
Martinelli, come on, 1-on-1 with Williams. Goes around the outside, but Williams concedes the corner. I never like it when players are at the back post, putting their hands in the air, almost like you should have played it to me. But you can see that Martinelli he's tried to beat the man. He's tried to cross it. It's been blocked. Like he's tried to do what you're saying.
Yeah.
When earlier in the, I think it was Odegaard that had his hands up. And listen, maybe he was just calling for it and he hadn't got his hands down, whatever. But I'm like, you didn't play it across
Just
it.
a
It was
minute
much
ago.
easier earlier. And now you're seeing a man trying to beat a fullback, dig a cross out on his weaker foot. And I don't know.
Sometimes the angle just isn't on, or you can see that there's a player behind them that they can't. And so,
Super chat from Minor Turkish says, it seems we're not scoring tonight. It's early.
too soon to say
What's up
that.
with these guys, man? It's only
Gary-
20 minutes gone.
Gary says the
23.
build-up play slow as usual. Let's see.
Got to put it
I
in the
don't-
box now.
I think we've just, I think they're just hard to break down, but we need to up it.
That's a good
It's
call.
Nice
That's
ball
a good
from
ball.
Rice. Hit a dangerous area there.
This is where Arsenal
Oh,
got to be
played.
careful.
Well
there.
done.
Well played.
And now Jesus tries to take a touch.
Go wide.
Back in control.
In a time like that, I think.
Oh, what a ball.
Great
a
ball.
Was that Odegaard who played
Nah,
that?
it was Zinny.
Zinchenko.
Oh, Zinchenko. That's a great pass.
He's done a couple of really good balls already.
Yeah, we'll have that handball, please.
He has.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why he doesn't play further forward.
He works
Why
better
not?
as the extra man though. If he plays in midfield, I think he'll be
Who's in it?
found out.
You won't find anyone who has banged the Zinchenko midfield drum more than me.
I know, yeah,
But
I know.
I've given up on it. I do think ultimately in that deeper area, sort of untracked into midfield, he just has that bit of freedom. Like I don't see him becoming the number 8 that Granit Xhaka was. Or is it crazy that now we're holding Xhaka to the
Yeah.
standard of what midfielders need to get to
Yeah,
after 1 year? But it was a great year.
brilliant, yeah.
James, bro, you need to stop overanalyzing. Jerry's, listen, I've been around 3 years. That's what I do.
We
I'm
wouldn't
an
have him any other
overanalyzer.
way.
I overthink. I overanalyze. That's just what it is. I apologise. Ball in from Odegaard.
Turner was on his
Straight
toes.
into Turner. Trying to think of
We're
ways to
actually making
overanalyse
Turner
that
look a good
situation.
keeper today.
He hasn't had to do anything.
No, we haven't given him a tough job.
Yeah, we're not really
One
pressing him,
catch.
man. I mean, what is it? Was 70% possession?
71.
2 shots.
Yeah.
It's not really
No.
good enough, really, is it? Should have had more shots on goal. Oh, look.
And they flicked it on there, but Gabriel.
Be careful, Gab.
Oh, he's gone back to Raya.
No,
But
Raya's done well.
this is what's so funny about footballers, yeah? Chris would probably get to that if he's not more worried about shoving Gabriel to the floor. Like, that was a terrible pass.
Oh, handball.
Nah.
Was it?
Nah. Proximity
Go on,
with
good
that.
ball, good ball.
Go on, you've got to play him though. That's
Nice.
good. Here's Martinelli. Rice drives us up the
Saka's
pitch
in.
after winning the ball back. Oh, I didn't even realise.
Oh, unlucky,
Unlucky.
man. That was good.
That
Little
could have
bit
been
more width.
great.
Yeah.
Tiny
Could have
bit more
been.
curve.
Nice counter attack.
Yeah.
We're hearing all sorts
hear
of hearing all sorts of shouting somewhere else. Is it handball? No.
Nah, man.
No, it's a shoulder.
A cheek to
Is
you
that a
and
sign
call
for what's
that.
about to happen?
I'm not sure. Are we behind?
No.
I like that
We're not
we
behind.
really went ahead
No.
though with the counter though. We went at full pace. We need to do more.
There's a
of that.
great counter, yeah. The ball from Rice and then unlucky from Martinelli.
Cross coming in from Rice. From a corner.
Big
Obviously.
Gabriel head.
Whips into the box. Gone
That's not very
Just
good.
a
quite a
man.
while on that one. Jesus tried to take a touch, but Wood deals with it. Here's Zinchenko. Saliba. Yeah, time to up it. I agree with the general sentiment, everyone here, that first 15 minutes, nice, sharp, play some decent passes, gone to some nice areas. Last 10 minutes, we've done nowhere near enough of that. Time is flying now.
It's flying, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's been so boring, this game.
So
Yeah.
cool. I thought I was the only one. I thought,
No.
I also don't think we've done anything badly.
Saka's done really well there again. Pulls back to Odegaard. Looks for Jesus, who went for the 1-2. But one of you can just hit it, maybe.
What's that pass? Odegaard's got to take it and hit it, man.
Strange decision making, that one. But
Have we got
Look,
any?
Sharpie.
Have we got any rugby fans in there?
No.
Probably not. But they've got this phrase in rugby because I watch rugby. They talk about the difference between slow ball and quick ball being the difference. So we've had a lot of the ball, but I think we can all agree that it's been a bit slow. You need to quicken the tempo up a bit, try and get in behind them, because this is at a pace where Forest, as I was saying earlier, Nuno will be quite happy like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So quick ball, man. Quicken up the tempo.
White
Like that. I mean,
looks
that was
for
poor.
Jesus, who keeps it alive.
He's got
Actually
it.
ended up being a good pass. He kept it in. Don't you dare, Lino. Here's Odegaard. And he finds Jesus
It's
again.
all right, go on, Gab.
Drives into the space.
Maybe go down there.
I don't
man.
mind the effort.
He hung a foot out,
Want more
didn't
of
he?
that.
He did.
David Raya goes wide to Ben White. Arsenal, okay, last 30 seconds. Couple moments. Our biggest openings have come from Martinelli and Saka taking on the fullbacks and driving inside. That's when the openings have come, that bit of chaos is.
And a couple of passes from Zinny as well, just like 3
Yeah.
balls, unexpected.
Although our main threat seems to come down this side with Zinchenko and Martinelli with the pace that he's got, but
I wonder-
see more of it.
I wonder if on the pitch for the players, like playing the ball around, keeping possession, feels better than it looks watching it. Like, I wonder if they're really feeling themselves
They feel in
passing it
control.
nicely.
This is the thing.
Yeah,
they feel like
yeah,
that
You
it's
wear
in
down
their
the
hand.
opposition as well. When
Yeah.
think about if you play when you play 5-a-side and you just can't get the ball when you're chasing, you get
Yeah.
knackered.
Yeah.
So stamina wise,
That's basically the Spain model, isn't it?
Yeah,
Circa
yeah.
2010.
I
when
don't
they were-
agree, man. If you're a baller, you want to take a man on. You want to
Yeah.
you want to take a risk. You want to, you know,
That's
you
true.
wanna, stand out from the crowd.
It's
Like,
a chance.
I
It's
agree.
very
I'm not saying
robotic,
it's,
like.
it's better than you think it is, but I'm saying in terms of it's not pointless.
I get that. But
Like you're definitely wearing down the opposition. You're waiting for the gaps. You're not rushing it.
I think this is part of the reason we don't have any Ronaldinhos or Neymars or players of that ilk left in football, because you're not advised or to be yourself.
It's
be free
what
on
they
the
call
pitch.
possession-based football.
Yeah,
Remember the
this
great
is too
Spain
much.
teams and Barcelona? They played like that.
But they had a real
But-
tempo. Like Barcelona, City, the Centurions, like those teams played with immense pace on the ball. Like the combinations, the 1-2s, the speed of thought, it was unbelievable. You felt you couldn't keep up.
But I've seen Arsenal play like that before.
Last season, I think we genuinely got close to really good levels in possession. This season a lot slower. By the way, that Smith Rowe chance, I thought was a good chance.
Yeah.
Facing goal on his stronger foot. He was driven inside, set up nicely. I think he would expect to do a little bit better there.
Again, I'm happy that he tried to shoot because, sometimes we don't shoot enough.
Yeah, I hear that. What's that, 3 shots now?
Yeah.
The overlap's there. The overlap was on.
Oh.
Do it. That's on.
And his eyes found Martinelli nearly.
Unlucky.
We're having to get extremely intricate now.
Yeah.
Extremely.
I've got to say, I think Forest have defended quite well, though, to be honest.
Zinchenko's a funny player, isn't he? There's our left back doing what's that, roulette on the edge of their box. Like, madness.
Well, that's that role he's kind of created for himself, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's more of an attacking type of.
Zinny's been our best player.
Yeah,
He's
been
played
good.
well. I've also really liked Smith Rowe playing. Like I'm glad he started.
Have we seen first 30 minutes? Are we seeing much from him though?
I think he's added energy. I think he's looked like he actually wants the ball. I think
He looks reasonably confident, I'll give him that.
But to be fair, he hasn't done much more than an Havertz performance that I've seen.
Yeah.
I want to be fair, but yeah, there is a bit more to him. But if you ask me what it is, I'm really nitpicking at things. It's not.
I hear it. Also, though, I don't see Ødegaard standing out in this game either. So, the two more creative 8s, midfielders, whatever you want to call it, they need to start having an impact on this game because they're the ones that are going to unlock it. See, right now, there's Zinchenko picking up the ball. He looks up, gets out of his feet and rolls it into Martinelli. Now, I get it, but do you know what? Somewhere, I have the data. Give me a sec. I want to see how many times Zinchenko's passed it to Smith Rowe in this game so far. Let's have a little look.
I suppose it blow
Who used Zinny to Smith Rowe?
Yeah.
Where'd you check that?
I've got this great app.
Okay.
Let's have a little look. Zinchenko. Pass combinations from Zinchenko. I lie, he's passed this Smith Rowe 8 times. Passed to him loads.
That's
Fair
a
enough.
mad app.
Yeah, it's clever.
great.
I think someone's sitting there putting every single pass into this app.
I don't know, must be. I guess, but yeah. So, okay, there you go. So I'm talking absolute nonsense for the first one. Just didn't feel like he was getting much of the ball.
Do you feel like Rice has had much of an impact this game?
Yeah, because he's actually the one who's trying to burst forward into that space. Like there, like he's in a 10 space to try to receive the ball. He's R6. And also he's been the one who's tried to step forward to get the ball and Saka's had it and combined. So I actually respect that he's trying to do his thing and he's also defending. A couple of drives up the pitch. Once again, I think Rice, Saka are looking our best players on the pitch. Defenders largely untroubled. White and Zinchenko, I agree. I'm looking at the forwards now to step up. By the way, there's a super chat as well from Dev who says, if Havertz was having this game ESR was having, you lot wouldn't stop talking about it. Dev, you're right, we won't. And Dirk has just mentioned that he's not doing much more than he would have seen, he's Ødegaard, than he would have seen from a Havertz. But let's not pretend Smith Rowe came for the same amount of money as Havertz, he didn't. And let's also not pretend... Oh, Jesus was a good run there.
That was good there, boy.
And let's also not pretend that that he's on the same money. The expectation's different. Unfortunately, that is, you can't get away from that. But yeah, he's not doing enough.
That's all right.
Lovely ball from Saka into Zinchenko.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was really poor. And now Montiel's holding his arm, shoulder, chest? Shoulder.
You see that last comment there? That is just so typical when I was saying about this guy's the most talked about player. Just because, Smith Rowe's not hit the heights yet. That's a meaningless comparison. So we'd be talking about Havertz has had enough chances to have done what we expected him to do, and he's not done it. So if you're going to half an hour into a game and saying, "Oh, Smith Rowe's not scored yet," that proves it.
Did he get a boot to his shoulder?
Absolute boot to the chest, shoulder.
Get up, man. It's not.
What did you say?
He's not dead, man. You're right. It's to the chest. It wasn't to his chin.
If that's one of our players, it's probably a red.
It's painful.
There was a red card in AFCON the other day when the guy kicked the ball and he followed through and he's kicked in.
I didn't see it.
That's it. Oh, it's awful, man.
I think I saw the challenge. I didn't like just doing the rounds on social.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
awful. I don't know what his
This guy
legs
is-
like crazy high in the air. It's mad.
Give him a red card. I don't care if it's on his own player. That's dangerous. That is dangerous play. No room for it.
I think some of these guys, man, for fit young men, their threshold of pain tolerance is quite low, to be honest. Every tackle these days is accompanied by somebody. You see them, don't you? You see them screaming. Come on.
Yeah.
Bamidelli went right into Montiel there, and Montiel sort of looked at him like.
Pires is saying, in my day, we would have just got up. I'm sure that's what he's saying.
Fun fact: I met Pires' wife, and I told her that I said to her, "Your husband is the reason why my favourite number is 7."
Oh.
Really?
She was like, "It's very nice," but I've been told that a million times before. Yeah. I met him as well. He was a nice guy.
How did you meet Pires' wife?
I got invited to a charity event. This was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Some of the Arsenal players were there. I met maybe 6 years ago. Met Giroud. I met Santi Cazorla. Maybe 7 years ago.
Who was the nicest?
I actually spoke to Santi Cazorla in the toilet, and I asked him what was going on with Mesut, because it was when he was in and out of the team with the back problems. And he said to me that if Mesut doesn't want to play, he doesn't have to play.
Oh wow!
He said he literally has that much power over Arsene Wenger that if he's not feeling it, he doesn't want to play. He kind of does his own thing. He said that Arsene Wenger had this system of A players, and if they were fit, it doesn't matter how they were playing, they were in the team. Aaron Ramsey was in that, Ozil was in that, which is why I think towards the end of his time, a lot of the younger players weren't getting chances, which was interesting. Yeah.
Remember that phase he went through with Ozil where he would just opt out of playing away games?
Yeah, he didn't have to play.
Yeah, I remember that.
He said if he didn't want to train, he didn't have to train. Like he was that. It's mad.
That's crazy.
I don't really know why.
Surely
I wish I talked to him a bit longer about it, but I didn't. Yeah, I saw him in the toilet and I was like, I'm taking this chance to ask Santi this question.
We've got to try and do something to Forrester a bit comfortable in that shape, man.
Yeah.
We're not disrupting that shape enough. Look.
We are what? 7 minutes from.
Is it me, but are we lacking a bit of urgency?
We are. It feels a bit flat.
It does.
Jesus. Oh,
Nice.
Smith Rowe. That's good.
Go on,
back
Gabby.
to Jesus. Jesus back to Smith Rowe. Odegaard. Oh, he's got the pass wrong. Unlucky.
The pass was wrong from Jesus.
Do you think?
They were too far behind everyone, man. He's got to whip it across.
I guess. Here's Saka. Arsenal do well to keep the ball alive.
Boys. Yes,
He
that's
runs
it.
into White.
Find someone, please.
Can White dig out cross? No, it's Odegaard. Oh,
It's on your left foot, man. Shoot.
Saka, pull it back. Odegaard with the effort blocked
Now
again.
you hit it. Now, when you're fucking...
Yeah, it was taking a little bit too long.
Oh, come on, man. Pull him up. There's nothing wrong with him. Fuck, what's that? It hit your shin, did it? Stop it, bro. Come on.
Vito says, "Hey Robbie, love your content. Big Arsenal fan. I reckon Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 1. At the moment, playing well. Need to keep that spark going. Come on, you Gunners." Knackered Gamer says, "We're just all foreplay, no end product." Fair enough.
It says 5 shots, but I don't think we've had a shot that hasn't been blocked yet.
5 attempts and none
We've
of
not
them
worked the keeper though, have we? He's not made a save.
I don't think we've had a shot that's got
He's not made a save.
been blocked.
Yeah. Even Arteta's saying to her, look, come on, man, look at the time wasting going on.
Our best chance was them nearly scoring an own
No
goal.
one else, can you guys see this?
Yeah. It's every
Time the ball hits her and they're
injury.
going down, screaming. Matt Turner's taking ages to take the kicks. This is all part of the frustration, isn't it? Look how long he's taking to take this kick.
He's not even looking like he's moving.
Come on, man.
What, you booked Jesus?
For what? Probably he's complaining to the ref and saying, look, tell him to get on with it.
Probably, yeah. What other reason could it be?
Finally got booked for saying something to the ref.
Yeah.
Got booked for saying something to the ref.
Yeah, he's probably
about time
complaining about the
wasting.
time waste. Because I saw Arteta having a go at the third official as well.
Surprised he didn't get booked as well.
Here's Saliba. Gabriel on the ball. Wide to Zinny.
Oh.
My word.
Oh, that's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Good challenge from Rice.
Yeah. Oh. So annoying. Here's Danilo.
Lazy man.
They've got options out
Here's a
wide.
go. Luckily, it doesn't trouble David Raya. So, I'm all for being patient for Arsenal to build into a game and settle and find their rhythm and their flow. But they haven't at all. I think 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes was the sharpest we looked. We've had a couple little moments in the last 10, but barely troubled Matt
Dare
Taylor
I
at
say,
all.
James, this performance is kind of reminiscent of. Remember before Christmas, we had a little spate of games where we were playing like this, and we just didn't look like we were going to score.
Well, no, I respectfully disagree. I thought against West Ham and Liverpool we did look like we could score, we just bloody didn't. Whereas this game, I think this reminds me more of Fulham. I agree with you on that. I think this was more like Fulham.
The last 20 minutes, yeah. First 15, I thought we were going to score a couple of goals, but I agree, this looks like Fulham.
Yeah, we're becoming
From
a bit
15 onwards, it
predictable.
looked like Fulham.
Bit more urgency is required. This looks a bit more snappier. Get the ball out wide.
Come on, boys.
Ben White. Here's Saka. White on the ball again. Gives to Odegaard. Odegaard wide to White. Into the box to Martinelli. It's cleared. Zinchenko keeps the ball alive. Here's Gabriel. And again, a little going through the motions. Is anyone going to pick up that space in the 10? Is anyone going to get the ball centrally? Like, look, there's a gap there.
There it is.
There it is. Rice in it. Let's go. Driving forward. Here's Jesus. Back to Rice. My word, this is really quiet, isn't it? Odegaard, back into Gabriel. Wide to Zinny. Martinelli one-on-one with the fullback now. I don't know what Arteta's thinking about this. Is Arteta thinking, you're growing into it, don't worry? Or is he thinking, guys, you're not 3-0 up?
I think it's fine to play like this when you're up, like you said, James. But we need to be creating more chances.
Oh, that's all right.
It's actually good. Saka! Oh, it's deflected wide. That was quite nice.
That was our most dangerous moment. I think.
Zinchenko just decided, fuck it, I'm putting it in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually quite refreshing.
Sometimes you need that.
Look, you just went, fuck it. There you go.
One of you get it.
You see, you know what was different about that? They weren't expecting Zinchenko to do that.
Yeah.
They thought he was going to pass to Saka. I
think that was
wow.
going in the shot, and then that could have gone anywhere, man.
That's the closest we've come to scoring, without a doubt.
I can't have another painful slog away at Forest. Come on.
Now we score now. Watch. Gabriel.
Rice into the box.
That's decent.
Headed out. Odegaard heads it back in. Come on, keep the move alive. This is where now they're scrambling to get back into position, to get a shape. Come on, let's find Odegaard into the box.
Very kick.
Yeah, he was going to go for it, innit?
Oh, that was good from Gabriel. Oh, no.
He looked like he was shaping, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he thought
he
better of
was.
it. He thought, I'm going to shank this.
Yeah.
Oh, not him again. Come on.
Nico Williams wins a free kick for Forest. We've got a minute of normal time to play. We've got Newcastle kicking off for Villa, so I'm going to politely ask production if at half time they chuck that on so we could
Why are they starting
maybe
so
get
late?
15 minutes more entertainment out of that game. Oh my word.
Why are they starting so late at that game?
8:15, yeah. I don't know.
For
I
Premier
think
League ties, they make it up. Well, they don't make
they
it
must
up.
do it so everyone can watch.
Probably.
Maybe they've done their analytics and realised that maybe those two teams have a support in a different part of the world that necessitates them kicking off later. I don't know.
Is this performance a little bit reflecting how we all felt coming into it? A bit like, well, I haven't seen a game in 10 days, and
maybe a bit.
sort of got to get
It's
back
just
up to
really
speed.
anticlimactic. Like, there's nothing interesting happening. I'm a bit disappointed that we've not created more chances.
Go on, pick up the second ball.
It was always going to be tough.
Go on, Smith Rowe, is Saka. Not getting everyone's name wrong.
Slow it down, man.
Moved into the box, is Rice. Thank you, Declan Rice, for being one of the best players on the pitch again. Zinchenko whips into the box.
I think the one thing
the
one thing I would say in Arsenal's defence
such a
is
difficult
that
header. Why do you go
Forest have defended well. I've been watching their shape.
It's always going to be a tough game, man. I don't think we need to get carried away that we're not 2-3-0 up.
We do need to be a bit patient, but even so, I still think we could be a bit more, show a bit more urgency with a tempo.
Yeah.
Vito's asking if he reckons we can win the Premier League and the Champions League this season. We can. I don't think we will, but I think we can.
Both of them, he's saying?
Or one, at least. And Dev wants Havertz and Trossard on.
Fast break.
They have a good thing going in the last game-ish. Come on, 2 minutes more. Can Arsenal take I guess what would be slightly surprising lead at half-time? If they find a goal.
No, it wouldn't
now.
be a surprise.
No, we deserve to be in the lead. I
don't know if we do. We haven't done
I do.
anything.
Turn. Saka.
Here's Saka. Inside to Ødegaard.
Back to him.
Back to Saka. He's found a little bit of space there. Back to Ødegaard.
Is someone going to have a shot, or are we just going to pass
Wide to Ben White. Left-footed cross into the box. Ødegaard have kept it alive. Ben White now. Ben White ended up digging the cross out.
It's tricky though, because they literally have all their men in front of them. So even when they have the ball, I can see why they're having to pass back, because the options are a bit limited.
Yeah. I hear that. That's where invention comes in.
First,
Yeah.
Zinny.
Poor first touch, man. Isn't it?
Yeah, every team faces this. Or every top team. Here's Zinny now. Yeah, it's good. It's actually something a little bit different. Nice.
It's just starting
Let's
to pick
drive
up,
into space.
There's 1 minute left.
40 seconds of half time to go. Ben White. Into Saliba.
Come on, one chance.
Saliba goes wide to Martinelli. Martinelli 1-on-1 with the fullback. Sort of keeps it alive, gets a little bit away with it there. Zinchenko, back to Martinelli. Goes around the outside. He's actually done well there against Montiel. Pulls back to Zinchenko. Zinchenko whips it towards the back post. Ben White's attacking it, keeps it alive. It's actually a good ball. It was good by White as well. 8 seconds to go. Get it in the box. Go on.
Man.
Get it in the box. Here's Ødegaard.
Might hit it.
And he's going to have a go. Goes to the back post. Jesus was there. And Turner gets a hand over. But I think that'll be half time. No, stop complaining. It's half time. And
Arteta's racing down there.
George jogs to the.
So we just started playing with fucking a minute and a half to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we wasted 25 minutes of that game.
I totally agree.
Completely wasted it.
I totally agree. Very uninspiring. Are we in control of possession? Sure. Have Forest done anything? No. But have we done much?
I'll tell you what Forest have done. They've defended well. That's about it. But then Nuno will take this. I said before that if Forest get a draw tonight, they'll be more than happy with that. And you can see by the way they're playing, they've not shown much ambition to get forward. It's strictly counter-attacking. But what they have done, they've kept their 2 backs of 4. They've tried to keep Arsenal in front of them, and they've achieved that for the most part. We've got to be a bit more innovative in trying to do something different.
The thing that annoys me a bit, like I'm not stressing that we're not winning or whatever, but you can see that it's in us. The first 10-15 minutes, we started well, and then we kind of went into our shell, started playing back. I think the game got a bit scrappy, a bit physical. We kind of started sitting off them, and then you can see it's in us again when we start playing in the last 2 minutes. Like, we just need to. Last year we don't step off. We put our, you know what I mean? You stamp your authority, and it gets more and more intense. This season it seems like we start intense, and then we're like, oh, it's not quite working, so let's sit off for a bit.
I was saying earlier that this game is reminiscent of some of the games before Christmas, where we had bags of possession and we didn't really look like scoring. So if you look at the stats today, 82% possession. Now that is a lot by any standards. 8 shots on goal, which is not enough for 82%. And of those 8, how many do you think's been on target?
2.
None.
0.
There we go.
So that's not very good.
Alexander with my comment of the day, game is so boring, James turned into Martin Tyler. I mean, honestly, I just felt like I had to talk to make it feel like something was happening.
Martin Tyler, that's a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I had to try and make it sound like anything was happening. Jon Snow on AFTV. Have you been called Jon Snow before?
Yeah, when Game of Thrones was going on back in the day. But I haven't heard one in a
Great
while.
series where they ruined it. You know what? That's a more fun conversation. We've got. You know what? We'll entertain you because Arsenal haven't been. If there's anything anyone else wants to add to that first half, because there was.
You can't just blame Arsenal for that though, because let's be honest, Forest has not shown no ambition. So it's hardly end to
Opening a
end.
boring game. Forest don't need to.
Well, this is it.
Forest have done what they need to do. Held a good shape, frustrated Arsenal, and here we are, frustrated. The Villa Newcastle game's on, and we're keeping an eye on that because they've got a home game, whereas we've got an away game. This is an opportunity for them to overtake us, and we can't let that happen while they're up there. I'll be taking them seriously. But Newcastle, it's a good matchup. I think they lost 3-0 there last time. Brito says dominant, but Turner chilling, just as Raya. Agreed. So a few comments on Twitter saying that we managed to make dominance look really dull.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
That's a good way to put it. Dull dominance.
I'm trying to remember the Everton away game. We did more in that first half, didn't we? We
Yeah.
scored in the second, but did we?
Scored in the first half as well.
Was it? So what?
Remember,
I remember that as a good game.
Remember how long I've been mentioning that we don't look for ourselves? It's been since very early in the season,
Yeah.
Everton included. I think we started really creating chances like we should against or during that period of Brighton, West Ham. Some of the games we actually dropped points, and that's when it seemed like we opened up a little bit. So maybe the control merchants, their argument is, look, we opened up a little bit, start creating more chances, but we've lost and drawn games. But I'm so bored. That first 45 minutes was so boring.
I've had to hide a few yawns. I'm going to come clean about that. You just do that like.
Through your nose, through your nostrils.
I've got another Purdy's downstairs. I need to grab it, man. Natural energy.
To be fair to us, though, when you're talking good games, as they say, it takes two to tango. And I've got to reiterate.
Nah, Laurie, man.
Forest have not
We are
shown...
Arsenal Football
But
Club.
why should we drop to their standard? Like, we should create our own chances. We should score our own
Yeah.
goals.
I'm just saying on the good game bit that it's not entertaining because there's only one team trying anything.
Yeah.
Forest have been quite negative, but like I said, if they get a point today, they'll be over the moon with it.
I just feel like we can afford to play how we've played in the first half if we were like 1 or 2-0 up. That's fine. Sit back, relax, stay composed. But unless you create chances, you're not going to score. And if you don't score, you're not going to win. So that's what I like to see in the second half.
I think he might.
Simple as that.
I think he might change something.
I think he needs to.
When do you see Arteta running off like that? He's definitely...
Yeah,
he's
but
either about to get into
This guy
them.
better not go take off Smith Rowe and bring on Havertz.
might do
That's
that.
not I don't think that's the right thing
No,
to
that
do.
won't be it. But
Maybe
then,
Trossard in there.
even if he don't
don't
make
know.
any changes of personnel, he's got to tinker with the tactics a little bit. And this is one thing that I've been banging on about from time about Arteta. I want him to prove me wrong today because previously, I think his in-game management is not the best. I think he's good at setting the teams up and he's very meticulous in his approach. But once things are not going his way, far too often he doesn't come up with ways to turn it around. So this is a test for him now. I saw him running off the minute the game was done. That suggests to me that he's going to get into them and maybe make some changes, tweak things a little bit, because it needs it, man. We can't carry on like this.
No, totally agree. So we have got the Villa Newcastle game on. We'll keep a little eye on how they're doing till Arsenal kick off in the second half. Josh asks, what's going to happen first? Arsenal winning the league or George R.R. Martin finishing the Winds of Winter? That's part of his series, Game of Thrones
What's
series
that?
of books, if you know. Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's above my head.
Yeah.
I
Went over me.
that's
Probably
above
Arsenal
my
winning the
pay
league
grade.
because he's been on that for years. Although we've been trying to win a league for 20 years. Havertz Baller says, Kai, we need you.
Do we?
No, but you know what? If he was to come off the bench and score or
I'm
contribute
not
to,
complaining.
that's
We
what
need
he's
him.
there for, right?
That's a Man United fan or something.
He's a hater.
No, but Turkish, if he was to come off the bench and contribute to a win, that's what he's there for.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Did it
hating
against
on
Brentford.
that.
Came off the bench against Brentford, we won 1-0, so scored the winner.
But I think something needs to change. I think we all agree with that because, you know what I mean? It's not working so far. I think if I was Arteta, I'd be a little bit disappointed at the lack of urgency because I'm sure these guys know we need to win tonight. Anything less than a win is not good enough.
When do we start, and I include myself in this, when do we start making excuses for Arteta for the lack of urgency? When do we start going, you've had this team a long time, you have built this midfield, you signed Rice, you signed Odegaard, you gave Smith Rowe a new deal, you signed Kai Havertz. Turkish on your way back, bring back the brownies, by the way, I need some sugar. Like at what point do we go, Mikel though, like, this football's generated by you, like you have built this team, and we have seen that you got Arsenal playing last season, and we've seen that this season we look so far off that. You were happy to sell Xhaka, fine. I don't think there were many complaining about that deal, especially for the money we got. But you haven't built on it, and it's one half. Like, it's one half where, let's be honest, Forest have done nothing. So there's probably positives to take, but we're not doing enough to open them up anywhere near enough.
I think a lot of the times when we play like this, we come on in the second half and we score a couple and we end up scraping wins. So then it kind of diminishes what we've said in the first half about the control. So sometimes we forget that part. So I think that happened a lot, like pre-Christmas, where we ended up scraping wins that should have been really confident wins. So then we kind of just brushed off the other stuff.
I also think when you don't have that goal, you don't have that lead, the other bits that you're doing well, like the controlling you mentioned, like okay, let's say this is how I saw that half. We totally denied Forest anything. They couldn't counter, they couldn't get stuck in, they couldn't get a rhythm on the ball. We have played football in all the right areas, just in terms of like the final third. We have had way more of the ball, and we have had the better moments. But like that, they're so few and far between. That's like the only, and all that's going to get lost, rightly so, because ultimately your job in football is to score goals. It's to create
Absolutely. Here's the thing.
Work on the goalkeeper. We haven't done that at all.
No.
Here's the thing. I don't care about the rest.
We've had 82% possession, but I would bet money that Nuno is the happier of the two managers.
Yes, 100%.
Of course he is.
100%.
Possession doesn't mean anything. Unless you turn it into end product.
And there is one stat. I mean, I know we did have that shot from Saka that it could have gone in. But what is quite telling is that of those 8 shots that we had, not one of them has been on target.
Yeah.
But this was like against West Ham. I think it was like 18 or 19 shots and 2 were on target. Yeah. So if that just gives you an indication of how many times we need to try to even get a shot on target.
There were clear-cut chances against West Ham, though. There were clear-cut chances against Liverpool. We haven't really seen it today.
Even in the first 10 minutes of this game, like, there was a clear-cut chance.
Yeah.
And we didn't convert.
It's all is not lost. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm being too depressed. Because we've still got 45 minutes plus of football. But all I'm saying is I want to see the manager now. Like I said, you saw him running down. Not often I see him do that, by the way. He's running down the touchline. He's obviously got things to say.
Yeah.
And I think one of them things will be let's up the tempo.
The reason being, we know what it would mean to not win this game, and we're one half closer to not winning it. So the pressure's on the team. The pressure's on Arteta to get it right at half time, whatever he says to the players, and it's on them to come out and say we're still in this title race because it's early, but if we don't win today, it could be over.
I do thoroughly believe we can still win this. Like, the second half is still ours. It's just that we've made it a little bit more difficult for ourselves because we haven't scored in the first half.
I don't think we've given Forest enough to... Listen, being 0-0 at half-time, nothing wrong with that. No. You know, they can happen. Sometimes you have a chance to, thank you, I needed this injection of sugar, but I won't talk while I eat, that's rude. You can send Forest in at half-time going... How do we get away with that? And I think we did that to Brighton back early December. We peppered their goal. Oh, yeah. We were all over them. Way the better team. And I can imagine Brighton in that half time going, we've got away with it, lads. That we've got to regroup. We've got to go again. And we just came out again. And eventually we got 2 goals, and it should have been 5 or 6 of the performance we put in. I think Forest are sitting there going, yeah, they've had a lot of the ball, but we didn't expect to have most of the ball. And cool. Like,
we've done our job, right?
Like another half like that, and we'll get in a point. If that same performance comes out of that second half,
I tell you what, it's been a good night so far for Forest because Palace are losing at home to Sheffield United at the moment.
Palace.
Yeah, and they could get dragged in it.
Yeah, they could. Yeah.
And that's not looking good for Roy, is it? Losing at home to Sheffield United. I mean, I know it's not over yet.
That's a good run.
Luton are 3-0 up. against Brighton. That's got to be one of the biggest shocks of the season so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it stays that way.
3-0 for sure. For sure. Well, I did think Luton would get something from that game. Pat Bateman says you need supersonic Cecil in the second half. He compared himself to Thierry Henry a couple of days ago.
No, that's not true.
Of course
Actually,
he did.
No, he did, but to be fair, no. Somebody, I think it was Robbie or somebody else. We did a show and they called him the Crawley Henry. Remember?
Oh, was that?
Was it you said that?
He said
no, Robbie said that.
He said that he tried to. It was his favourite player, and he tried to play like him. And then we had a bit of fun.
I think
it's fair.
most of the Arsenal fan base will admit to.
No, but everyone, when you go out on the pitch,
yeah.
you try and play like
exactly.
someone. There's someone
Yeah.
who's when you played football. Who would you try and be like?
Gosh,
Mine's Iniesta.
I was always playing.
Iniesta.
What a player?
Well, I was always a defender, left back when I played football. But like I said before, Ian Wright and Henry were my two favourite ballers at Arsenal. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but then I was a defender, so it doesn't really apply to me.
Turkish?
Well, football, probably like Bergkamp, Zidane, these kind of players. Not much pace.
I can see you as a Dan.
Yeah.
Just getting angry.
A headbutt to the chest. Yeah. Had a few of those
Not
in
Ozil,
Sunday
no?
League. Not Ozil. No. I'm built
I'd have
from
thought
something
that, you know what I mean?
different to Ozil. Ozil's Gen Z. It's different.
What's wrong with Gen Z?
Last man in the
Soft,
chat,
they're too
everyone.
soft.
Who would you try and
Take
play
that
like?
personally.
Oh yeah, you're Gen Z. Yeah,
I don't know. I think I'm on the cusp.
You're right. You can be soft.
Great.
We need sugar. We need some energy.
Yeah, we're
I'm going
good.
to eat about 5
I mean, the
of
boys
those
need some of
down.
this.
You want more?
I will
Yeah.
get one in a sec.
Jigsaw says we will get GTA 6 before winning the league. Which one's the one that's coming out soon?
Isn't that coming out next
the
year?
one, yeah,
but
next
next year.
They released the trailer like over
A year in
ago.
advance.
What movie is that?
GTA 6.
Oh, game. Oh yeah. We've been waiting years for that.
I like this from David. It says, is shooting outside the box not allowed? Apparently not. RAK says, this stat is more interesting than this game. Apparently Luton have scored with 27 more Premier League goals than Man United with 24.
Wow.
Luton
By the way,
scored more
Palace have
goals.
equalised now as well.
Palace have equalised, okay.
Eze, it's got both of them.
Joe says, fan base gets sucked in by a 5-0 win so easily. It's shocking football this season, just boring. Ipswich, my local club, play more attractive football. Yeah, but respect Ipswich. They're playing good football this year.
Ipswich.
Wasn't that good on Saturday though, wasn't it?
That's true. Although big up Mason.
Awoniyi.
Awoniyi's on.
That's surprising.
Saeed says you must Turkish.
Saeed's here. Yeah, what's he doing here, man?
It's the real Saeed, no?
Ban him.
Ban him? Nah.
Yeah, block him.
Saeed,
It's just he doing
Get
here.
him out
I
of there,
like you, man. I'm a big fan of
Half
your
time
content.
seemed to go very quickly. Man.
That's because we were watching a game that was interesting. We've kicked off, by the way.
I don't think we'll be as passive. Well, I wouldn't say we're passive. I just think we'll be a bit more energised.
Perma says, excited for House of the Dragon Season 2. Yeah, I am. That's a good series. Sunset
Right, here we
says,
go. Look, come on.
says, this is the Arsenal we hoping
It's
for
4v3,
a win
come
against
on.
Liverpool.
Why did he turn back there?
No idea.
Did he turn back? I was trying to read a super chat. Shoot. By the way, big up my guy James. Thank you, Emirates era. Appreciate it. And I agree. Get shots off.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's Matt Turner in goal.
I can't believe we haven't forced him into one save. Not one moment of like, show us you're half decent.
And he hurt his hand as well or something, isn't it? Like,
His
Yeah.
glove, it was
just
his glove.
test him, man.
Here's Smith Rowe. Tries to dig out a cross. Or a cutback really, because Erdogan's waiting, but they dealt with it. Right, I need energy. Come on. Crosstech says, obviously we need a striker, but wouldn't a Kevin De Bruyne type be nice in the final third? The thing is, yeah, you're right, a Kevin De Bruyne type, but for me, he's the greatest midfielder the Premier League's ever seen.
It's a big shot.
So I don't know if you find a Kevin De Bruyne type. I get what you're saying, profile-wise, a lock picker, a passer, someone who makes something happen out of nowhere, but I just think like clubs are getting wise to these kind of players. They're defending better, they're getting into good shapes. We just as a team need to show some cohesion, some movement, and just be a little bit more daring. Just stick it on and a bit of chaos. Do you know what I love about Liverpool and their football sometimes? Sometimes they can actually be quite ugly to watch because they'll just go long ball a little bit. But sometimes they are so brilliant to watch because they are just balls in the channel, running at players, forwards near goal, getting onto second balls and just running with more intensity in the hope that they basically force their way through.
You know what that is? That's called playing aggressively.
It is,
And
absolutely.
that's what
And yeah, they've got technicians, and yeah, they've got tactics, and yeah, they can play. They've got all those things. But they've got that ability to just proper stick it on you. And I just annoys that Arsenal don't show that side to their game. Don't have that side to that game.
We had it more last year. If you look at Liverpool,
you're right.
they go 1-0 down a lot. I think they've got the most points from losing positions in the
That's
league.
true.
Something like 16 or 18 points because they play like that. They take risks. They open up spaces, and they open up spaces that makes them vulnerable as well. What we've been doing in terms of this controlling style, we're saying, right, we're so desperate not to go 1-0 down that we're going to control until we find the perfect pass at the perfect time. We're not taking enough risks, I agree.
I'm having a brownie, by the way. Turkish you talk.
Yeah, these are amazing.
That's so good.
Say it again? Are you want me to talk? I don't know if you want me to hear what I have to say right now. 'Cause I'm not,
I would love to hear.
I'm not impressed. Yeah, well, listen, I can't lie to you. I think Saka needs to do more. It's another game where I think he had a couple moments in the first half, but again, it's similar to Martinelli, high expectations for both the wingers, and I'm yet to see. Jesus is another one, our attackers.
Similar to the game away last year against them. We had all the ball, all the possession. They scored one goal on the break. And that's it. We lost 1-0.
I think change may come quite early if Arteta doesn't get a reaction.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the Forest change room where they
that's a great
what a
ball.
ball from Zinny. And Martinelli does. He does well. He's kept it alive. Fair play to him.
No one went near post though, man.
It was the Forest change room where Arteta lost it with the players.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Slamming the kit thing.
If I lose a duel, I'm upset.
Yeah.
It is Zinny.
That was in the white kit, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was the first year we did the No More Red campaign. There's Saka. Into white. Practice. I mean, if you have a beverage on you, drink every time I say Gabriel or Saliba. Honestly.
The amount of pass backs, right?
Yeah, I was thinking that the first half. I don't like how Zinchenko's become some sort of chief not a creator, but chief playmaker in the side. Like, everything seems to, 95% of things seem to go through him.
Is that to his credit or what though?
I mean,
maybe somebody else should be taking
it
on
makes
that
it makes it a lot more predictable, which makes it harder for him as well.
Yeah.
We don't seem to like when Martinelli's blocked off his back.
Oh, there you go.
No space.
Getting around the penalty area and then making a complete mess of it.
And this is where we got to be careful.
Oh my word, how stretched are we?
Oh,
Well
good
done,
play by
Saliba.
Gabriel there.
No, Saliba.
Saliba.
Sorry, Saliba.
White and Nico Williams, and now Forest are having a go. They didn't
Now
do
they're
this all
showing a
first
bit more
half.
ambition, aren't they?
But Gabriel deals with it. From the Forest fans who came for a penalty as a player.
I don't want to be nervous against Forest. Like, I wanted us to score early. I wanted us to be more comfortable. And now look at what sort of pressure we're putting ourselves under.
This is always a danger when you don't
It is,
score when
yeah.
you're on top. Because if they score one, then we've got to get two, and then that's, you know what I mean, makes it.
Raya on the ball.
Nuno was probably saying to them at half time, the first part of the plan has been achieved. You kept them out. Now, when the chances come, let's try and be a bit more positive. And it looks like that's what they're doing.
Oh my
But
That's
even
not
even
foul.
our press isn't aggressive enough.
No.
It's not even like a let's suffocate them, let's force them
Yeah.
into errors, let's pounce on that and counter press. There's nothing like that.
We're controlling our press, for fuck's sake.
That's when you know.
We honestly are.
Why was it a foul given there? Because when you had older Saliba shorts, who was pulling him.
They make it up.
Literally.
I was really impressed with the one at the Emirates, I think it was. Was that the game I watched against
This
us?
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
think
did
he scored
score.
against us in a couple of games there.
Yeah, you're right. He
Oh,
scored
in it,
against
yeah.
us in this fixture last year.
Yeah, he did.
Saka scored a goal in that game, which we haven't seen him score since. The edge of the box, whip, top corner.
And Arsenal got some real defending to do.
Go on, tag.
Williams. So, can I say, they've had a shot on target before us.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
embarrassing.
Oh my word.
Actually embarrassing.
Raya with a lovely ping. Hasn't had anything to do today, but that was great. Here's Zinny. Look,
why are we doing 360 turns just to kill time?
Can we go through the lines? Because even if you give it to Martinelli and get it back, fine. But look, and now we're foot on the ball.
Standing still.
No, they're going to piss.
That's what I'm saying. This club has made Zinchenko think he's Pirlo or something. Well, why is he putting his foot on the ball trying to
What a ball.
Wide to Saka. Oh, there's still a weird deflection.
I thought that was in.
And Turner had to make save. The thing is, I can't get mad at Zinny for it because
I get you, but it's just too much, though.
No, I hear it, but like no one else is doing anything.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Somebody else got to take that responsibility.
Is Zinny again?
I'll be looking to take Smith Rowe soon, man. He's faded. Trossard.
Yeah, I do think we need to make some form of
If we
change.
get to 60 minutes and there's nothing changed in terms of us scoring, we do need to make changes.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Do him.
Give it to Smith Rowe.
What was he waiting for, man? What was he waiting for?
Don't know. Also, didn't Smith Rowe doing enough to call for it there?
We didn't trust him. We didn't want to give him the ball.
You know that. The front manager, 60 minutes comes up when a time there's no goal, changes. And I'm not talking one change, I'm talking two or three.
Yeah.
Deflection to that
I don't think we've got 2 or 3 players good enough to bring on.
And I've been telling them that at half time as well.
Thing is, as we get more desperate, we might have to bring on Kai Havertz just to whip it to the back post.
Well, who do you bring on? You bring on Eddie, you bring on Havertz, you bring on
Trossard.
Reece, Trossard, yeah.
Jorginho, actually. That would be my first change.
Yeah.
I know it seems defensive, but he can
That's
play
a
some
good ball.
passes.
Oh.
The problem,
What's he done there?
What just happened?
the good thing about starting Trossard is you could bring on Martinelli, but you don't want to bring off Martinelli, do you know what I mean?
I hear you. Mario goes down the line. That is really inventive from Forest. Fair play.
Yeah, it was just a ball over the top.
They start creating better openings now, man.
No, but you know what? That was just a ball over the top, wasn't it?
Literally one touch.
Come on, open up.
Turn.
Well played, that's good.
Let's
That is
go,
good from
Arsenal.
Erdogan and Saka. Go on, run.
Give it to him.
It's like, get it behind him.
I'm cutting
It's Martinelli.
and shoot. Oh, then he's double.
Goes to back post, Maria has to head it
Take that,
wide.
because Turner was about to
At
catch
least
it.
the game's
Yeah.
got a bit exciting.
Yeah, more so
Happy
because
with
of them,
that.
though.
Yeah, it is. They've decided to play.
It's exciting.
No, we've
Nonetheless.
gone, oh, thanks. Oh my word.
It's poor
Anyway.
product again from Martinelli, man. Picked out no one.
Seems like the last few watch-alongs I've watched, we've not played well, says Ollie. The one I didn't was Palace. Might start giving these a miss. Love for the love. Ollie, we're going to miss you, man, but do what you've got to do for the team. I'm joking. And I think I did miss a couple of the super chats. Apologies. So I'll just ask production to send me in the last 3. If that's all right, production. Production team. Saliba. Gabriel. I'm doing that Martin Tyler thing again.
Yeah.
Smith Rowe. Oh my word. Up it!
Sorry, man.
Oh. So, anyone go anywhere nice this summer?
Summer was 7 months ago.
Anyone going anywhere nice this summer?
Anyone going? I'm going to Thailand.
Oh, nice. Whereabouts?
Koh Samui.
Come
Oh,
on.
here we go. We're in. Saka. Into Odegaard.
Oh, my
Shit!
Oh my God.
How did he miss that?
We did something and he slapped the post with it.
How did he miss though?
It is Rice. That's actually really good football as well.
It was. Great, but
Great football.
I need to see
That's
that.
poor finishing.
And up Bruno
not
White from
great
Rice to
ball.
White. Oh, keep this alive, Odegaard. Well done, mate. You look second to that and you got there. Nice.
Jesus has to score, man.
Yeah, well played, Odegaard. Well played. Yeah, we'll have a foul ref. Fucking hell, how many?
That's a chance.
You're saying Koh Samui?
No, guys, to focus on this.
You know what I'm going to say now, don't you?
What?
Eddie.
Well, Eddie's come on.
I hate you.
After that miss, I'm telling Eddie to warm up.
Oh, put it across goal, man. First time. We trying to put it near post. It's a weird finish. Hit it now.
And Turner's actually given him space at the near post there.
But why take a touch and put it near post in that position? You're number 9. It comes to you 5 yards from goal. Put it across goal. Smash it.
Oh, I don't even mind the near post idea.
Well, I do when he doesn't score.
Execute it. No, yeah, that's what I mean. Get it right. I think the space is there.
Goals,
Usually
man.
against any keeper in the league, you're not scoring near post when you take a touch a little bit wide like that.
I get you.
Maybe Turner's an exception, but you still go across goal.
Look, either way, he should have scored, man. What a chance. What a chance. But the game's definitely...
Oh, that was good.
Hello.
Oh,
that was beautiful,
finish.
man.
If he could shoot, he would be some
If he
player.
could shoot, he's our striker.
He nearly just had the
Can't
most...
shoot though, can he?
He nearly just had the most... No, actually not nearly. He did just have the most Gabriel
If he
opportunities.
could
That's
shoot.
a world-class turn.
If he could shoot, he'd
and that's
be
a
great.
League 2 finish.
That was a Gaza approach. And
swear
the
to
finish of a, I don't know who.
Finish of someone who plays Sunday League.
That was R9 skill and Cecil G. Thomas finishing.
It was though, it was.
But that, in a nutshell, is why he's only got, what is it, 3 Premier League goals all season?
Is that it?
Is it that much?
And he's offside again, man. Like,
No, take him off.
I think it's time for him to come off.
This is better. This is good.
well, no, but the thing is, I wouldn't take him off now because it feels like he's finally involved in the game.
I don't take him off because what the fuck have we got behind him?
Yeah,
Seriously, like.
But he needs to be finishing that. I'm
Of course
sorry,
he should be.
needs-
Like, we've left ourselves
that
with
is
Eddie, and I
atrocious.
prefer not to see that. If I'm being honest.
I'd rather
Joe Wright says Jesus is useless. Dev says, how's Turkish having a go at Zinny? He's been our best player by far. I swear no one even counters him on half of the things he says.
I didn't have a go at Zinny. I said, and I've actually praised Zinny as our best player in the first half, so how about you listen to some things? I said, I don't like how everything's going through Zinny. What great clubs have you seen everything go through the left back? Like,
You said it makes it harder for him, if anything.
yeah, like, the guy's there.
So Black and Yellow, I said there's some super chats. Thank you, production, really appreciate it. How was Arsenal first half? He missed it. Boring. Boring.
You didn't miss much.
Turns out that was the only super chat I missed. But glad I got it in because important not to miss them. Crosstech says, well, yeah, Liverpool attacks like a goddamn cavalry charge. But listen, I don't care how they do it. The thing about Liverpool, think how often their attack isn't based on personnel, it's just about the way they execute their aggression. And this is a team that beat Barcelona from 3-0 down in, the second leg at Anfield with Origi and Shaqiri in their front three. Like, quality was lacking, but they stuck it on them.
Oh, fuck no.
Here's Williams into the box. And White.
You see, that just highlighted our need for a prolific striker. 2 chances in quick succession, 2 that he should have done better with, and nothing. See? So...
It annoys me that we have the same conversations on
we
these
do.
sofas every week. It's like we just can't seem to score.
And we've got our most prolific striker sitting on the bench. But that's a statistical fact, I'm afraid. But hey, we need to get
I
that.
actually wouldn't be
Tony
surprised
deal
if he comes on, to be
sorted,
fair.
man.
He will come on.
Yeah.
He'll do nothing.
Huh?
I like Ivan Toney a lot. I'm a big fan.
Tony would have finished that first chance. 100%.
Yeah.
That's in the back of the net in a second. He takes it first time.
Newcastle 1-0
lead at
up.
Villa. So they're doing us
Who
a
scored
favour.
for them?
Not quite sure.
Probably
I'm sure
Isak.
that was no sin.
Is it Isak? A player we were linked with in the summer?
I'll have a little look, but top player Isak. Ali says, I know Havertz ain't playing, but what if I told you regardless of how many goals he would score, we would still be worse off than Xhaka? Oh, so you're saying it doesn't matter how many goals Havertz gets, we were better when we had Xhaka? I mean, I think a lot of people feel that way. HW says, I'll tell Arsenal fans time and time again, we are not above selling Jesus. He's just as useless as Eddie. He's not just as useless as Eddie, but Fabian Schär scored apparently. He's not as useless.
He's not a useless player at all.
He's a very talented
useless.
player. It's
He
just
just
that
needs to
unfortunately
finish.
those talents do not include goal scoring.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't play him as a 9. Maybe we play him out wide.
16 minutes has gone already. Here's Zinchenko. Oh, Martinelli doesn't have balance of that second ball.
Oh man.
Why did he hesitate there?
He
He pulled out.
Did he bottle that? Turkish. Come on.
I don't think he did ball it.
Well, I didn't
He
expect you to
pulled
say
out
that.
that a little bit to me, but.
But did he
it's
pull
hard
out
to
of
know.
that then?
Let's just see it again. Are
It's
you
opening up.
you sure you've seen it clearly? Because you've gone ooh a few times and we're not creating anything. Are you sure you're?
No, I know what I think. I'm asking you. Did he pull out of it? Me and Jay think he pulled out of it. What did you
Laurie,
think?
I'm Martinelli's ambassador now. One day Broja, one day Martinelli. Like, please allow me, man.
I'm asking you a
We're drawing
question. bro.
0-0 against Forest, and you want me to get onto Martinelli. We haven't even seen a replay yet. Please.
Okay.
Jules, Newcastle are doing us a favour. I don't like. I don't know.
That's
you know,
not a
you're
favour,
laughing at-
James. That's not a favour.
What do you mean it's not a favour?
It's not really a favour. Liverpool and Man City is what we got to worry about.
Yeah, but. Yes.
If we drop points today, we're
Yes,
in the top 4 battle, man. So maybe it is a
I
favour.
think it's a little rich of us who have 1 win in 4 if this stays the same.
Oh, that's good.
Go on.
To just sort of completely discount Villa whatsoever when we can't, you know, we're
Get it
really
right,
struggling for
man.
wins. I think this would be 2 wins in 9 or something. So yeah, Newcastle are doing us a favour. It's a shame. Like, I wish we were further.
Yeah,
from
I
Villa.
guess when you put it that way. Yeah,
But like,
you're right, yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Jules,
But
you can laugh all
we
you
should
want,
be
that's
looking
some
further
facts.
north,
We
right?
need to bring Trossard on.
You know what I
and
mean? We should be
Havertz.
looking further north, yeah?
I'm so with you, and I think we'll finish above Villa. But like, I'm not seeing Arsenal do enough for me to think, yeah, I can just not worry about Villa's results. Like, I want to finish up the table, and unfortunately, like, I'm looking at what they're doing as well. Ali says Jesus created the system. What do you mean by that, Ali? What do you mean? You don't have to send a super chat. Just let us know in the comments. I'll look out for yours.
What is it? Created the system.
Yeah, Jesus created the system.
So why is it that Forest are making a change before us? Do you not
They're
find that
saying-
some...
Here
Everyone says, no, drive. I don't know where to, just drive.
Aimless,
aimless pass from Martinelli, man.
That was just, well done though, won it back. That was just, can anyone...
Does someone want to answer that? I mean,
Which what?
Why they've made
why
two
are
changes.
Forest making a substitution before us? We need to win this game more than they do. 65 minutes gone, you could say.
I don't know who he trusts on the bench to bring on to win the game.
That was
No,
so
but I mean,
shit.
fair enough, but those are his players, man. You've got to have a plan. 2.
2-0.
Good throw.
No.
Go on.
That was
Go on,
good.
dudes.
We've scored! Arsenal lead!
Come on! Why did I not on the side?
Oh, that throw!
What
It's just from a throw.
I saw we won a throw.
What the-
I snapped my head. And
just
then
put
we
it through
scored.
that to his legs.
It was a good throw still.
That was out of nothing,
And he
really.
scored the hardest chance they've had in the game.
I mean, this is Jesus in a nutshell, isn't
Oh,
it?
Gabby, man. Why? Why?
I
What are
need
you
to see this
doing?
replay.
Score this
Throw.
chance.
You know what? I've got to give him credit for that. That was a good thing.
Was it Zinchenko with the throw?
Well done,
I'm not
Jesus.
sure what's just happened.
Proud of you, mate.
You know what's nice about that goal?
No, look at
It's from a throw, isn't it? There's no
Yeah.
VAR, maybe an offside, something.
No, it takes in his stride. It
Yeah, it
lets
was
it
in
bounce,
it.
lets it bounce.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go,
nice.
move.
It's a hard
Matt
angle.
Turner,
It's a
man.
really hard angle.
Matt Turner.
Through his legs.
Oh, man.
Maybe an
I
own
think
goal,
he-
you know. Maybe it
Can I
wasn't-
say, that is so shit from Forest.
Matt Turner.
Have you let him
Oh
do...
yeah, right through his
No,
legs.
but
Turner,
it
really.
went through his legs.
an
Yeah,
own
through his
goal.
legs.
Yeah, but to not pick him up
I think-
at all, get all that way.
No, but he went through his
Yeah.
legs.
I
son.
think it's an own goal.
They
I
might
think the
give it
shot
a
is
Really?
going. Yeah, I'm not even sure if the shot is going in. Hit Turner's left leg and went in.
Well done.
Wow.
Well
take
done,
that.
Jesus. Like, genuinely well done, man. You know, you balls one up, but you
Yeah, we'll
put that in
take
the
it,
back
man.
of the net. Good on you. Giving us the
take
lead.
No, but
Forest.
we've given him a bit of stick. Well, I have. So
we all
we should
know,
give
we
him
all
some
have.
credit. At least he took that on. He didn't try. He didn't try and
No, I
cross
totally
it.
agree. Good on him.
Some strikers would have tried to cross it. He took the chance. He got fortunate. Matt Turner's threw one in, as I said he would do. And yeah.
It might be crazy to say the better option probably was to try and
Yeah.
get it back, but yeah, we got
No,
the
good
goal,
on.
man.
No, honestly, really good on him. We needed something to open this game up. We've
Yeah,
not
we
been
did.
great, but he did it. He did
100%.
it. IK says we need to take our chances or we'll throw this game away because it doesn't look like we'll get a lot. Time for Trossard, by the way. Shout out to my girl Chai. Shout out to your girl. Well, I think you sent that in as well before we scored, so fair
Look
enough.
at Nuno's
Joe
face,
says I
it's
jinxed it.
absolutely-
Yeah, Joe, keep jinxing it. I'm here for it.
Would you make a sub now, or would you keep it as is now?
I'd keep
No,
it
I'd
now.
still make the
I'd
change.
I wouldn't.
I'd still probably take Emil Smith Rowe because
Yeah, I'd
it's
make
his
a couple
first.
changes,
It's his
man.
first
Seriously, I
what
would.
70 minutes
Yeah,
for
he's
how
probably
long?
not used to even
Yeah,
playing.
get Trossard on. He can keep the ball well.
I think even before the goal, it was getting a bit more. It was opening up a little bit. Like it felt like it was coming a little bit. So I give it at least. I give it till 72, 73. See what happens.
The game opened up for Shaw a little bit, and it was a lovely bit of football actually between Saka, Odegaard. And
But
Jesus.
if you're Nuno, especially as that he used to be a goalkeeper, and you see your keeper do that,
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
then you're gonna be so. You saw his face there, thinking, "What the fuck are you done?"
And they're getting balls into the box now. They're having a bit more of a go now for us.
That's why it's so important to have a good keeper at this level, man. Seriously.
Oh, well done, Jay.
Oh, lucky,
Lord,
because actually I rate the work right there to get back.
It's an interesting point about
Underlap to
Nuno.
Williams, Rice gets across,
Oh, that's good
and
defending.
someone, I think it was Gabriel, got a good head on that, and Saka works
It was
hard.
Odegaard, wasn't it?
Go on, Gab.
Was it Odegaard?
Yeah.
Was it? If it was Odegaard, fair play. Someone had to step in and get involved there.
Go on,
Nice.
Gab.
What, Jesus?
Go on.
Go on! Attack the space!
4 go on inside.
Wide to Saka, to
One
Odegaard.
more.
Look for Saka.
Come on.
Cut in,
The
shoot.
game's opened up, Saka has a goal! Blocked by Mario. I'm not
Good
sure that was the
defending.
right option if I'm totally
He's had a
honest.
good game, you know, Mario. He really
Yeah.
has.
To me, it was Saka get the ball out of his feet a little bit slow.
If he hasn't, faint, drop a shoulder, do something. The guy just steps in and shoots. Like, he's done it a few times this season as well. Like, he needs to add something to his game to, be able to maybe in and out like a Robben or just do something else.
Do you think he's just like lacking a little bit of confidence?
Wait, Saeed tweeted.
I don't know.
Saeed tweeted, Ryan Turner, have some shit.
Is that what he said?
And then he goes, Matt Turner or whoever he is, some dodgy business going on there.
I said Ryan Turner. It's Matt, whoever he is.
That's how you feel, just irrelevant.
I love Saeed, man. He's the gift that keeps on giving.
But imagine if you're Nuno, though, your team's defended so well, and then your
Even the
keeper, the one
comments.
time he's called upon,
Made
you
another
go and
sub.
let the ball through your legs like that.
Interesting what you say about
who the fuck is Ryan?
What's that?
what you were saying about him being a keeper. Imagine being a manager
Oh, get
and
on
you're an
that.
ex-keeper and your worst player,
Yeah, is your
your
keeper,
worst
yeah.
position is the goalkeeper. It must be awful.
The way he looked at when that went in.
Like, we've got to be careful
He's
here.
dying.
It's little things like that I find so funny. It's so dumb. Oh, love Saeed, man. Go subscribe. Call it for Forest.
We need to be switched on now because you don't want to. We've worked so hard to get that goal.
Call Ryan Turner walking around going, what have I done?
We need to stay switched on.
Oh. Oh, man. Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
Smith Rowe.
Smith throw off, yeah?
Yep.
He's been given 70 minutes. I think we've got to be
36
fair.
seconds.
We're critical of Kai Havertz when he has a perform.
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
trying to see a lot. So let's be really honest. What have we seen from Smith Rowe?
Non-existent. No, it's not worth talking
He
about.
had some moments in the first half, but the second half, non-existent really.
And before people say if it was Havertz, you would do this and do that. This guy's coming back off a horror 2 years of injuries. And like you mentioned before, he's not our highest paid player. He hasn't been getting consistent
But Turkish,
game
I wouldn't
time
even
in the
worry
last
about
3
that
years.
because
No, I'm just
you know
putting
what
the
I mean?
caveat
You don't
in
need to
just so-
explain yourself, bro, because
It's
we
good.
all agree.
I want them to learn. It's not even me explain. I'm teaching.
But them managers, they got an agenda and they
teaching.
don't pursue
but I'm
it.
also glad he got minutes today as well.
I'm teaching.
Say that again.
I
Sorry.
said I'm glad he's got minutes today because
Yeah.
I think he did need it and it's a good game to do it. If
You say it's a good game to do
win,
it. I think it's a tough game to do it. I think if you look at Nottingham Forest in the first half, 11. Oh,
Go on, you've got to get this right.
yes, go on, go on.
Arsenal got 4-2 now. Here's Jesus.
That's the one. That's the one.
Leaves it
Shoot!
to Saka on his right. Arsenal in the counter attack.
We saw that happen.
There's a
So
second goal. And that's really well executed from Arsenal.
But you know what's interesting? Jesus has gone from villain to man of the match in 10 minutes.
Just like that.
Made one and scored one and made one.
And let's break that down for a sec, because Martinelli gets a really good block off a Gibbs White volley.
Yep.
That kind of starts the moment. Odegaard does really well, take a touch play to Jesus. And then he finds a pass and Havertz knows to let it go. Saka, right foot. All 5, well done.
Yeah, it was a great team.
Nice.
Also, big up Saka. We were literally just saying he's got to find something else rather than cutting back every time. Right footed finish, bottom left, bang.
That's really good. Really good.
I feel like
really
they executed this better.
Again.
Great pass.
The way Havertz left that as well.
Yeah, big.
But you know,
I rate that.
But you know what I rate
He's
about
gone on the pitch.
He thought
the finish from Saka was
It's going too fast for him.
He actually did really well to avoid that. I've got to give him credit. He actually did really well to just skip over the ball.
Cold finish, man.
And he's good with his right foot. That's not the first time we've seen him score
That was perfect.
with his right foot, Bukayo Saka.
Has that Jesus goal stood, yeah? It's not a keeper, they ain't taking it off him, nothing. So is it a goal and assist?
No, I think it was because he went for his legs. Isn't it? He was on target.
These days they are. For me, it's a goal, but
I think normally if they give it as an own goal, it's when it wasn't going on target. And
it's that. But you know, Belletti against us in the Champions League final.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays they'd call that Almunia on goal. It was going straight across goal, and this fool just leaves his legs open, and the rest is history.
There was one. Remember Wolves at home a couple of years ago? Lacazette scored in the 96th minute.
Yeah.
That goal was off. I was at the game.
Yeah.
I was right behind it, and I saw him shoot, and it was going off target, and the keeper he tipped it in.
Patricio.
Patricio.
Yeah.
Was
it? Yeah.
Happens.
Right, clears the ball. Villa 2-0 down as
That's a
well.
foul,
apparently.
man.
Let's go Arsenal. Urgency.
See, that Villa losing to Newcastle feels a lot more enjoyable now we're winning, doesn't it? To all you saying, oh, what do we care about Villa for?
Yeah,
Luton
Luton still 3-0 up, Villa 2-0 down.
The way
Crystal
Arsenal
Palace 2-2.
control my mood swings
Wow.
is actually not normal. Like 5 minutes ago, I actually felt really low. Sad.
I was begging for brownies, for some sugar,
Literally.
for like, I needed some energy. I was mid-hosting the show at Turkish, bring the brownies, mate.
Talking about holidays 5 minutes ago. Where we're going the next summer.
That's right. So Koh Samui.
Stop that.
I've been to Phuket. I've been to Bangkok. I've been to Chiang Mai. I love Thailand. Where?
Oh, you know.
Oh.
Kai Havertz. Oh, that was a bit crap. Unlucky. Where else have I been? Krabi. That's it.
Oh, okay, I've not been there.
Lovely. Yeah.
You have to send me your recommendations, James.
You're a regular there, yeah? Thailand.
I've actually been twice,
Oh.
but I wouldn't call myself a regular. We were on a family holiday, and then my girlfriend decided to move there for 10 months.
Oh, wow.
So I went to visit. And then I was there when I decided on our penultimate last night to get up at 2 a.m. to watch Palace Arsenal. We lost 3-0. And
You didn't take in any Muay Thai matches?
no, I didn't. Went to watch it though. But yeah, complete and utter waste of time, that 2 hours. But yeah.
He's warming up. Oh.
Jesus, man of the match now.
Yeah.
After what we were saying,
Absolutely,
literally
yeah.
a 5 minute spell and
Yeah, but you
man
know,
of the match.
he's changed the course of the game, so we've got to acknowledge that.
Yeah, because I mean, aside from Declan Rice, William Saliba, and Gabriel, we're struggling to name 90-minute performances from players.
Zinchenko as well can be thrown in the mix today.
Oh, in this one, yeah. But it's more. Yeah, you're right in terms of if we're going to give it to the person that's had the best influence throughout the 90, I'd say Zinchenko. But for the decisiveness in Jesus, I'd give it to him. But more often than not, we don't have 90-minute performances in us anymore, in terms of players.
Yeah.
You know, it's moments more than anything.
That's what I was saying. That's when we looked at last year. We used to start well and build and get better and get better and get better. We find a goal, and then we go up again, and then we go up again.
On.
Now we start well. We start in third, fourth gear, and then we go down gears. We go down gears, and then we find it again. Then we go down, and we find it. It's just inconsistent. So
that puts Saka on 10 goals and 13 assists for the season. That's pretty phenomenal.
He's our top scorer this season in the
10
Premier
goals,
League.
13 assists in all comps. That's
I think he's got 7 in the
8.
Premier League, isn't it?
7 and 8 in the league. Yep. 3 and 4 in the
Adebayo's
Champions
got a
League.
hat-trick, it's 4-0.
Wow.
Adebayo.
Brighton again, absolutely battered. Kenilworth Road's no joke, you know. I'm so happy we came out of that with a win.
Yeah.
Okay, how hard we had to work for it.
He's on.
Here's Odegaard. Wide to Saka. Back inside to Odegaard. Have a go.
Got Martin. Oh,
That was crap. But you know what? At least he had a go.
Knew
wasn't quite set.
I think he hit the camera.
But we can afford to do that now. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're 2-0 up, take the chances, take the risks even more.
You know, should have done a bit better with it, but you know,
Yeah.
life goes on, not the end of the world. 4-0 Brighton.
They're about to open up even more, taking off a right back, bringing on Alanga.
Apparently Sambi's cooking for Luton, is this true?
Yeah, a few people I know who watch Luton closely have told me that.
Well, I mean, I'd heard he'd been in good form, but cooking for them against Brighton now, good on him. That's a, I don't know, I'm in the very, very, very small number of Arsenal fans that thought that
coming on.
Gabi off.
there was a talented player.
You can add me to that. I was.
And Gabs.
That's all Lukonga had talent.
Yeah.
I thought he had
Okay,
talent. I just
Jesus.
feel like we made a bit of a mess of it, needed to take some
Trossard.
treating. Is this Trossard, false 9?
Nah, Jesus and Martinelli.
Oh, both of them.
Eddie
and
and-
Trossard.
The original Starboy's on.
It's no hate towards Eddie. I just thought we were finally going to see Trossard, you know,
Yeah.
in his best position. But hey ho, it's cool. We're winning 2-0. Who cares?
You think false 9 is Trossard's
Yeah,
best position?
I'm like really convinced. Yeah,
Ah, fair.
yeah.
No, I'm
In
not.
our system, if he had more of an overlapping left back, I think out on the wing coming inside. Yeah, but
I'm not sure he's physical enough to
Yeah, not for me.
the hold up and dropping back.
I don't think he needs to be because I think his movement and where he picks the ball up so good. I think he just like gets it, links up and combines. I just like last season we played really good football with him as a false 9, and then in the 2 games where Eddie wasn't available for Sevilla and Burnley, he played well in those.
I
Like
see what you mean. Yeah, there's an argument
this is
for
not
it.
perfect. He's like I wouldn't go into next season going Jesus, Trossard, and then your third choice.
Yeah.
I think we need another striker, so we're not depending on Trossard to do that. But I just think for me, he's done more in that role than Eddie has. But I'm not opening that can of worms again.
Yeah, no, he's definitely done more. Yes.
Don't get him started.
Danilo.
No, that's fake news. Totally fake.
And here's
Totally fake news.
Trossard now gives the ball away.
Oh, nothing stupid now. I said 2-0 as well, so let's keep it at 2.
You say 2-0 or 2-1?
I said
No,
2-0.
I said 2. I said 2.
Laurie said 2-1.
Yeah, that might come true, Christian.
Did anyone on Forever say 2-0? We did it so long ago. We did it like.
Oh, yeah.
Must admit, Forest have never looked like
Someone
scoring
must
in this
have.
game, have they?
Someone must have.
Maybe
Surely
like
someone
one
dropped in
fast
between,
break in the first half. and that
Yeah,
was
they've
it.
not looked.
Like where I do give Arsenal credit for our performance is once again it's another opposition we've
Attack.
faced that have done absolutely that have done nothing. Like that has been something of this season where we have looked like we are having decent control of games.
Did you go 1-0 in this one?
Yeah.
I think Lee went 2-0.
That's a foul ref.
That was bad.
I think he won it.
It's alright though, he's far off now, so it's,
Lee is.
yeah, he's not. 3 points, he,
Like I said, I'm not in it to win the whole thing. I just need to finish above Lee.
oh man.
I've got no standards whatsoever. I'm just here to finish above him. Saka does well there. Well, it went back to him. He actually did well to get a little interception. Ball to the box and Raya claims. Let's counter.
Let's go.
Run. Oh, that's good.
It's nice.
Go on. Go on, Kyle. Nice little step over.
Saka's on!
Saka's on.
Saka's.
Missed opportunity.
Once he
there.
turns
Yeah,
one
he
way, he
should've
can't
gone
turn
right.
back.
We're just a bit slow, aren't we? With it? Oh, well done,
Oh,
Trossard.
well played.
Oh, hello.
Nice.
Have a go. Oh,
Unlucky.
Trossard!
Yeah, that would have been some goal.
I love that.
He's come up to prove a point. I like
I'll
that.
change my mind. He's better out on the left. Voodoo is
Very
gone.
nice.
Can keep watching in peace. Big up.
I think he had one more touch in him and then the strike.
AFTV the Waffler, says Dennis. Listen, mate, you're tuning into some wafflers, you know.
I think it was waffling for maybe 65 minutes and then it was. He turned up.
We were sort of just trying to keep the conversation going.
It is Lee that predicted 2-0.
Lee went 2-0.
Yeah, Jordan went 1-1, if I remember correctly, and I did my usual.
Sickens me. Went 1-0 up, and there's Jordan sort of praying for a Awoniyi header, crashing header at the back post.
Let's go. Saka's on again.
Nice, go on.
Oh, run at him, Saka, man. 2-0 up.
Oh,
Oh, God's sake.
but he did pass the ball far behind him. Should have been in front.
3 on target.
Oh, good
Nice
thought
try.
process there.
Football's funny, eh? If you showed a 2-0 lead, 16 shots to the opposition's 4, you're going, perfect away performance. Well played, comfortable. And actually, there were concerns about this performance. Not like grave, everything's the end of the world sort of concerns, but Arsenal just didn't click till maybe the 60th minute. But
I think the circumstances of the game.
Oh God!
The circumstances of the game in terms of
Great bit of play.
No, not you. Yeah. This man
you're
over
laughing
here,
at me.
he's got no shame. Man said, "Ooh, the ball wasn't." Oh my God! Replay that.
Let him be
TNT.
happy. Let a man live.
Don't you want him to do well or what?
Yeah, I wanted it to go top
You
bins.
could have fooled
You're
me.
not even watching a game. You're just watching
I don't want
glory.
Lee to get the correct score, so I actually wanted it, but yeah,
no, it was the
it wasn't to be.
speculative effort deflected. Ooh, deflected twice. But fair, man, you're championing your boy. I hear it. I hear it.
Listen,
Oh.
man, first and foremost, I want the team to win. If he can play his part, I'm happy. It's good. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh man. That's so
yeah,
funny.
in terms of the performance, the circumstances of the game being, I know I've said it before, but we know what this means if we don't win.
Oh, look at that.
I think if this is
Oh,
first game of the
play.
season,
Hit it. Don't hit it.
if this is first game of the season, we put it in the same performance. I think
Yeah.
we're all at this point being like, nah, it's been a good away performance. We
Yeah.
held them off in the first half, we dominated the game, created a bit. Second half, we took our chances. But because we know every single point is crucial right now, the nerves build even more.
100%, 100%.
That's a very good point, actually. And that's why
Nullified for
I
us.
said at the start that I would have taken, it's not been a scrappy win because we've pretty much dominated possession, but I would have even taken a scrappy win because of, you know,
I think in a way it has been a kind of scrappy win. Like, it's scrappy in terms of we haven't created
we're
big
not being
chances.
our
We've had to
most fluent.
scrap
No,
the chances,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we scored our first goal from a throw-in and then through the keeper's legs. Like, it's not,
yeah.
you know, some cutback on the penalty spot.
yeah.
Top
It wasn't
corner.
sublime stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But
Can we stop giving it to Turner? I know he used to play
happened
for
twice
us.
in 2 minutes.
I know he gave us a goal, but look at Saliba, man.
go on, Derek.
Well done, well done.
Turn now, get a third, boys. Come on.
Let's go.
That's nice. Decent little pass. Let's go. Here's Saka.
Come on, let's kill it.
Yeah, we've been a lot better since the first goal.
I like it.
As he skies on.
See, when you're 2-0 up, as Tanvi said, you can, you know, countenance that.
They look much more
If
confident
it would have been
now,
0-0
too.
and he'd have done that, we'd have
He
been.
wouldn't. I don't think he would have taken that
Yeah,
on if it was
yeah,
0-0. We tried to
yeah.
cut it back.
Arsenal fans throwing the ball on the pitch. Good on them. And they're playing out the back. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Why is no one following him? Gibbs White on the ball.
It's good that we still won it. It looks like we still won a goal.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's refreshing
not
as
sitting
well.
back.
I
You
agree.
never know the way things are showing up. Goal difference could be an issue, I guess. So, why not?
When we beat Palace, I was thinking that's good for goal difference. Then Liverpool went on 4-0 at Bournemouth. I was like, okay.
It must be nice for them to play with some confidence and some freedom as well, rather than, you know, the whole time, we need this, we need to score, desperate. Like, they're playing with freedom now, 100%.
Yeah.
It's nice to see.
Trossard did really well to dig that out. Fair play, and that's nice.
Okay.
That's good. I like those passes through midfield. Fair play. Kai Havertz made himself available a few times there for Raya and for Zinny. It doesn't look like a lot. It looks simple, but just being like available to just receive the ball, give it and go, turn, keep it moving. No, trying too hard. Fair enough.
No, I agree.
So does Turkish. Turkey, I took the words out of his mouth. Here's Odegaard.
Go on, he's in.
Oh.
Saka's in.
Absolutely. Ref, you.
Really?
I swear, refs, I'm looking at them like, do you not know what players are doing?
No, make guesses, man.
Was that Reece
Kiwior
Nelson?
and Reece.
Yeah.
Give you on Reece Nelson.
Yeah, I'm not against that. Give him a game, man.
And on ball, we're in the 86th minute. I don't check the time when we're winning.
Neither.
That's the nice thing. I just heard the loudest yawn.
It's definitely a much more interesting second half to watch. It's been more enjoyable.
That's good from Arsenal as well. Look at Kai, always available. Good, and again, look at him. Always wanting
He's
the
just
ball.
not even looking forward though. He's like, oh, give it to me, I'll give it straight back.
No, this is genius. Okay,
It's got to be horrible. Imagine being a Nottingham Forest fan, you just can't get the ball.
I'm overdoing it now.
And you're at home.
He's done
minutes.
fine since he's come on. He's done no more. or less
I'm
than
interested to see what will happen looking forward to the Liverpool game, whether Smith Rowe would have done enough to retain his place.
True.
Oh, there's got to
Or
be
Havertz.
Jorginho who plays, in my opinion. It's got to be.
Probably the wisest option if Partey's, he did,
That's Partey's available.
Jorginho's probably the best option for that one.
Oh, that was nearly a nice ball.
Yeah, that's going to be a big call who starts in midfield against Liverpool.
I'm asking a genuinely serious question now, Laurie. Did you watch the Eddie Nketiah interview?
No, I didn't know.
I haven't watched it yet either.
I will now that you've told me he's around.
I watched it with
Yeah,
Well, what did he say?
He did an interview with...
young Philly and Harry Pinero.
So who it was with?
Yeah.
Oh no,
I don't know, and he pulls one back.
Looks like that my
your score
prediction
prediction's going to come true, Laurie.
It is. Well, I hope so. I mean, listen, that was a bit soft, them getting
Yeah,
that.
that was
Somebody
indeed.
fell over, didn't they?
What a shitty
Who
goal.
fell over? Looked like there was a slip.
Jules did put in the chat 2-0. Is not comfortable. I think was it you, Jules, who put that?
No, it's just a speculative
Oh,
header.
that is so poor from Saliba, man.
yeah.
Yeah, he got caught.
Oh, that's really bad.
Well, he just got nudged out the way. I know and what's his?
Yeah.
Nah, he overcommitted to that and then left his
Yeah, I
player free.
agree. I agree with you, Tanvi. I think he overcommitted to that a little
I don't know
bit.
why Gabriel
But then
didn't slide
Gabriel
in
should have
there.
covered him, yeah.
It was with Pro Direct Soccer, by the way, the Nketiah interview. So
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
that was
Philly and
sloppy,
Harry
man.
credit was
That was sloppy.
due, yeah.
And they'll be annoyed with that because
Yeah.
it just didn't look like Forest were going to get anything. Now you got a rough. Well, hang on. Yeah,
He's not.
Offside.
I think he's on. I think he's quite clearly on as
Yeah.
well.
Clearly he is.
No.
No, he's
I
not.
think he's off.
It looks on, but it could
Draw
be.
those
It's the
lines,
angle
man.
though here, so it's
It's
not.
the knee and the knee of the Forest player probably.
This just
draw
goes
that.
to show though, like you just cannot get complacent, even in the 89th minute. Like
This would be a.
Although that's-
Nah,
that's-
it's onside. It's on.
That's Zinchenko.
That looks offside
Look
to
at
me.
Zinchenko's line
He's on,
compared
he's
to
on,
the
he's
other
he
three
on?
players.
He's on,
though.
man. He's on.
Well, he's out of shape basically.
Yeah, didn't we
he's
see
not-
that
he's-
against? Was it
he's
Liverpool?
Far deeper.
He's
Liverpool,
on.
and he was
He's well
way deeper.
onside. Look at that.
Oh well, it's going to get nervy now.
How
Jules says it
how
was
much
him.
on time
Well, fair play, Jules.
Because it's not been in that many stoppages, has it?
Not
Looking
this
at
half.
foul for that.
Yeah, not this. There's been quite a few subs. Usually they add
Yeah,
one
that's
per
true.
sub.
Were they supposed to be 30 seconds apart?
Yeah, I think even a minute maybe.
And they're not looking at handball here on.
So there's
on
2 goals,
Awoniyi, are they?
so that's 1
There's
minute.
nothing. I don't know what they're checking.
Maybe
Then
potentially
substitutions.
5.
I
Are they
reckon
looking at whether his
4
arm?
minutes.
No, they've given it.
No, they've given it.
Oh, 5. It's 5.
I'm
Well,
not surprised.
probably
Lots of
another.
goals and lots of subs.
I cannot throw this away. There's no
If you're
way.
Nuno, you got to
Trina.
say, look, man, I don't care if we lose 3-1, just get it up there, innit? Just get the
No,
ball
of course. But I'm really disappointed in Arsenal because just with that goal, like, yeah, mistakes can happen, but we did this at the
It was
Emirates.
sloppy. It was sloppy.
2-0
Exactly
up,
this, yeah.
fairly comfortable, and then they get a goal, and you're like, where's that come from?
It's just not necessary for it. It's just not necessary at all.
You've got to keep your
Bit of a lack of
concentration to the end,
concentration.
man.
Forest is something
This
up
would be
for
a
it,
real
man.
travesty
They don't
if
have to.
this went any other way than an Arsenal win.
Montiel's just going mad at someone. Of course it would be. What, 2-0 up in the, what was it, 88th minute, 89th minute? That'd be absolutely horrendous. Oh,
what's he
Trossard,
done
don't give
there?
it to them though.
No, this is.
Well done.
Oh, he's
Sorry?
got through it.
Driving through, can you not?
Good defending by Declan Rice.
We're
Oh,
panicking
They've
now.
won a
like,
corner. They've won a
settle
corner
down.
from a situation we should have dealt with 4 times.
I think it was
can't
Trossard
be
who
asked
just
for
gave the
this,
ball
man.
away, didn't he?
Ah, frustrating.
They
Come
love
on.
to just keep us on our toes, don't they? Like, it's enough.
Made a change now. It's going to be
Jorginho.
Nelson, but he's had to call on Jorginho. Come on, man.
That makes sense.
So the change have been Eddie, Trossard, Havertz, Jorginho, and Kivior.
You're going to change it from the corner as well.
Odegaard coming off.
Oh, so annoying. Zinny, man, the high line again. I don't know. Okay, let's vote as a 5. Is he instructed to move away from the line and track the runner, or is he?
No.
Or is he panicked and he's just lost his position?
I think he's been indecisive and lost his position.
When you see the other 3 in line like that, he's lost his position for sure.
Ball into the box. Raya deals with it. Falls to Gibbs White. Ooh. Big block there, and they're still trying to get after Awoniyi. Raya, who gets a hand to it.
But you know what? He should have scored that.
Of course he should have.
He should have scored that. That is poor.
We're fucking about.
Raya does well there.
Look how he
And
pops
was
up
that
for him.
Gabriel got a big block there? Good on him.
Look how he pops up for him. He's got to be burying that, bro.
Oh my God.
No, they're looking at a pen.
Oh, no.
No. Jorginho, they're looking at.
Stop it. Stop. Fair enough, they got a check. I get it. They got a check.
Cool, I don't mind them wasting a little bit of time anyway.
If they actually dare look at that for more than 10 seconds.
I thought they were looking at it for, did somebody get a hand to or shoulder to Awoniyi shot?
I've just guessed that it's that because that's the only thing I've seen.
Yeah.
That's what they played over and over again.
Yeah, it might not be.
It can't be
Still checking
Jorginho.
something.
Oh, they were checking for a handball apparently. Cool. So who said, was it you, Laurie, just said they
Yeah.
were checking for handball? Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
They played to about, what, 96, 97 now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
97.
For sure.
They just don't need
Little VAR check, a goal, you know, all that. They've got to add all that on. They'll play to 124 if they could.
What's going on here?
You know. Ball goes long. Go win this header.
Let's win that.
Just knocked off the ball, man. Saliba gets his head to it.
We look nervous, man.
What have we made this hard work? We didn't need to. Go on, Eddie. Who won that header there?
calm it.
Kivior. Good on
Yeah.
him.
Trossard, go
Trossard.
corner, go corner.
Trossard driving inside.
Oh,
He's
nice.
actually done really well to keep the ball.
Nice.
He's done really well to keep the ball. Well done. That's just pure technique, that. And Kivior, he's asked a question of Gabriel's touch.
Put a lot on that.
Oh,
He's given a free kick
hell,
for that
man.
as well.
Eddie's.
That looked like it hurt, man.
Why did he react like
Oh, come on, Eddie, man. That's
he
what you
reacted
do.
quite late?
No, he got
Oh, that
smashed
looks
there, man.
painful.
Was it in the face, though?
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Like he did get smelled. He started rolling like 5-10 seconds later. He just thought,
It's the
shit,
94th minute. Let
That's
him do
what I
what he
thought,
got to.
I ain't rolled.
Hopefully we're a minute behind and it's done here. What's the stream saying?
Nah, this is
No, this
Man of the
isn't
match,
live.
Jesus.
yeah, it makes sense.
Stress.
I'm really pleased for Jesus, you know, because seriously, if things hadn't turned out the way they've done, can you imagine the stick he would have got today? Because those 2 chances he had before he scored the goal were,
He made up for those.
yeah,
For sure.
Come on.
What do we do with this? Just go back.
score. That's what we do. Go for it.
Trossard, slap this. Or not. It's gone wide to Havertz. Havertz, I need you to hold on to this ball. Like,
Well, he's
did.
did that go out of play?
Yeah, but he didn't get caught.
Just talk about not holding the ball up. Come on.
I mean, that was so
That was so
bad.
poor.
Are you joking? Matt Turner's just absolutely lashed it
I
up
just
the
hope
pitch.
for his sake that nothing comes of this, man, because that was terrible.
Eddie, you need...
Oh my god.
It's catching, man.
That's a difficult
to me,
one.
man,
That's a difficult one.
He looked like he was doing a somersault
Well done,
in the
Saka.
air.
Blow it. 96.
And he's having a go at the players now because they're calling for the whistle to be blown. And I think the ref is like, I'll blow it all up.
I need a replay of that.
Nah, I don't.
This is really late now. And it's another throw for Forest.
96-15, yeah?
We're in the
Blow this damn
97th
whistle.
minute. Oh, Arsenal, I hate you. Ball in, it's headed out, falls back to Toffolo, ball into the box,
Stop it. Stop
goes
it.
wide the other way,
Get rid, please.
This will be the last attack of the game, this one.
Blow it,
Gibbs
ref. What are you
White.
doing?
Come on, man.
And Eddie just swiped.
It's there, win it.
Danilo,
That's it.
headed out by Saliba.
Blow it.
He's been in 97, it's 26.
And now Danilo back into the box.
God, that's a great
He was offside, by the way.
Go on, you got
But
a chance
Trossard's
here.
on the ball.
Yeah, let's go.
Just run it in the flash.
And now Trossard does well there. Keep running. Keep running.
Keep running.
Well done.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
That's really good by Trossard.
Trossard.
That's what you call a cameo, by the way.
Please do it, ref. Please, man. What are you waiting for?
It's all right for
Okay, yeah, now.
Yes, it's done. It's done.
We've won. Arsenal have finally won at Forest.
Oh my god.
A game that just sums up Arsenal, doesn't it? Just a lot of the ball, not a lot of chances, then a lot of chances with a couple goals, then a goal out of nowhere to make it nervy for no reason at all. And we are left with more questions than answers.
Job done, man.
But we've
Job done. We didn't get the performance that we would have hoped for, like you said at the beginning, I think. I think we started creating proper chances from the opportunities when they saw an opportunity.
I agree.
When they started making some attacking changes, that's when we started finding our chances, and that's when we killed off the game.
Totally agree.
2 goals. But overall, like I'm with you at the beginning. It was more about getting 3 points and getting to Liverpool with that pressure on them. Well, putting that pressure on them in that game. So, yeah, calm.
I totally agree. Let me not go back on what I was. Zinny and Arteta they're having a bit of a back and forth here. I think Arteta seems pretty calm, but Zinny's trying to explain himself. He's nodded along after. I wonder if that was about the high line or something. I don't know. We'll see. That was a bit of a Guardiola. Yeah, let me talk to them on the pitch kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Arteta clearly has something he wanted to say there. Arsenal now go level on points with Liverpool. But, no we don't.
Nah, 2 points.
No.
Behind.
I can't read. 2 points behind Liverpool.
Wishful thinking.
We've played a game less, but we got the opportunity to take it to them at the Emirates. I said I didn't care about the performance.
We've got a game tomorrow, don't forget.
Yeah, they've got a game in hand.
I said I didn't care about the performance today. Before the game, I said I just wanted the result more than anything. So I'm happy because that was my target. That was what I expected of Arsenal today. Because I know Forest can be a tricky place to go. We found a way, but we've got to build. You aren't just gonna. You're not going to trip up on a win against Liverpool. The performance has to come, the edge has to come, and Arteta has to get this midfield and the balance of everything right at the moment. Laurie, final words on the game, and then remember to join us for full time by downloading the AFTV Plus app and joining us on Fan Zone a little bit later. But yeah, final thoughts, Laurie.
I think even though I predicted 2-1, I think when you watch the game, 2-1 actually flatters Forest. We should have won by more than just the 1 goal. But as I said before, I'm not overly hung up on the performance because the win is the all-important thing. We got the win today, so I'm satisfied.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I've just seen Newcastle apparently 3-0 up at Villa. Let's get that game on, why not? Christian, thoughts?
Yeah, I think 2-0 would have been a reflection of the game. I think it was comfortable and quite dominant for a lot of the game without creating too much, and then got a goal from kind of weird circumstances, a throw-in and a smart finish, you could say, from Jesus. And then, I thought we killed the game with the second until a couple defensive errors got them back in it, and it was a bit nervy. But overall, good away performance.
Yeah, Turkish?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, 3 points is all I wanted to go into that Liverpool. I'm not, as most people know, I'm not one to get carried away by 1 win. I'm not one to get carried away by 1 loss. I want to look back come the Porto game and say we won every single game, or at the very worst dropped 2 points in one of those games, that being maybe the Liverpool one, and then we'll find ourselves in a good position going into the Champions League tie. We get through, we're still at 2 to 5 points away from top of the table going into March. I can't complain, honestly.
Fair enough. Everyone, remember, join us on the full-time show, I should say, by download the FT Plus app. It's free to do on whether you've got an iPhone, Android, Samsung, whatever it is you've got. Download the app, free to do, and then click on Fan Zone, and you can join us with a click of a button. You'll be into the back end, and you'll chat to our members of production, lovely people, genuinely, and they'll just prep you ahead of coming on fans. A lot of you have done it before, but come join us because we always want to hear some fresh voices, fresh thoughts, and we've got a win to enjoy and a win to celebrate, so do join us on the show in a little bit. We'll probably start in about 15 minutes. Big thanks to everyone who's just joined us for this. Big thanks to the panel, who've all been fantastic. Fan cams are on the way from outside the Forest Ground. What's it called? The City Ground. It's called the City Ground. Outside Forest, City Ground, and here in the studio as well. Catch you all in a bit.